Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is Genshin Impact. And a bit of a weird one today because there's an event happening right now that people have suggested that I should do, and I definitely want to do it. But there is obviously a time limit on the event as well, which means that I'm also going to have to do it sooner rather than later. And while I'm going through the actual Archon quest very slowly, I am going to be taking a break for myself to do this quest, which is going to be weird, but I'd rather do it and have it, done because I want to do it. We're not going to rush through or anything like that. We're just going to take our time like we do with any mission. But it's one of those things I didn't want to miss it. And even though the Archon quest is definitely taking up like a lot of my time, of course, as it would. It's a big quest. I definitely still wanted to do this also. And yeah, and while you guys are seeing this afterwards, I thought it was just a really funny thing to mention that like I'm like going, okay, let's the battle is about to happen. Let's take a little bit of a trip to Inazuma. It just, it happens sometimes, especially with the time limit stuff as well. I wonder if I could see the time limit, but I just don't look at the splash art for... Because... Oh, we don't even have to. Yeah, it's the second one down. Yeah, because I accidentally opened up the menu and this was here before, last time. So I knew this wasn't going to be there, so we can check this for sure. So it is going to be due with, to do a prune. And there's 9 days left. That's actually okay. Okay, we have time. We definitely have time. But I want to get it started for sure. We definitely have time. But yeah, Prune is a character I just got as well. Let's check out what's happening here. Oh my god, Inazuma's so gorgeous. What the hell?
I heard there's a crazed forest boar wreaking havoc around the outskirts of Chinju Forest. Didn't you go for a walk there a few days ago? Did you see it?
Nope.
Cool hair.
Really? Then what about that weird kid? Word is, she's been asking around that same area about some witch.
Oh, is that Prune? Because Prune, like we know, is a witch hunter, right?
The rumors about that place are just bizarre. We should head over and check it out for ourselves.
If I remember the Prune dialogue correctly when we checked
Count me
her out
out.
afterwards.
I just finished working overtime.
Oh, Jesus.
All I want to do right now is head straight home and catch up on sleep.
Please do. Where do you work? Jesus. And not to be mean about someone's appearance, but like you can always tell when someone's tired, and here they're trying to emphasize she definitely is tired.
Yeah, you look dead on your feet. I'd better stick with you till you get back. Don't want you passing out on the way.
Sure. But that looked more than exhausted. That looks like more than a bit of overtime. Not that overtime doesn't kick your butt, especially depending on the job for sure. What's up with the forest boar?
No, the part about the witch. What if it's one of the mages? Come on, we gotta go check it out.
What happened to needing a break?
Break, Schmake. Besides, Paimon doesn't believe for a second you're not curious about this.
Yeah,
If there's a
definitely.
mage around here, something big must be going on. Maybe there's nothing to it, but if the rumor is true, we might be able to help out.
Yeah. Let's go. There we go. The forest boar and the little witch. The forest boar and the little witch. I was thinking Boar the Princess, right? Was that the name of the book again? Again, it's one of those things like with me with the name of the books as well. You're never gonna find me like being too, good at remembering that stuff anyway. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this as well. Prune is a character who like we've seen from a distance, and I got her as a character like a few weeks back on the banner. One thing that's really interesting is that I feel like I made like a deal with the devil on people, because the thing is my 4-star look is like really strong. Like no matter what 4-star comes out on the banner, I get that 4-star in like the first few pulls. It's happened since the beginning of Genshin, right? I get that 4-star. So I genuinely, we can just like warp there, can't we? Yep. I generally think it is like a thing where I am like I'm very lucky with that, but I think the trade-off I made is that like my 5-star look is the worst. Like I am literally never gonna ever get a sponsorship with Genshin because they will literally see that like I'm the anti-sponsor. I'm watching my videos and my look with 5 stars like would put people off the game. It would make people never want to play the game. I'm pretty sure Genshin, like if they, honestly they could shut my channel down. If I got more views, they definitely probably would be like, gotta shut it down. He's making this look really bad. He's making the game look like you can't win anything. Yeah.
Huh. This should be the place. Let's see. Any forest boars or mages around?
Can't see anything.
Huh. Guess not. Looks like it was a false alarm. Makes sense. Paimon doesn't recall ever seeing a forest boar here before. And all that stuff about a witch? Why would they come all the way here, out into the middle of nowhere? They have way more important stuff to be doing.
That's just a stereotype.
Oh my gosh, this is Prune.
A witch will do anything for her own amusement, even if it causes innocent people to suffer. That's why it's a hunter's duty to...
We literally have a witch hunter.
Wait, you two. You're Alice's trusted confidant.
Oh, she's done her research. This is an adorable design as well. The color coding's great, the pink and the
The
purple.
renowned duo of the Traveler and Paimon.
She's definitely done her research, for sure. A hunter.
Hold on. Let me start over.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
My name's Prune, and I'm Alice's friend. Yeah, friend.
Oh.
In fact, she invited me here to take care of a, witch-related incident. But we lost contact due to certain uncontrollable circumstances, so...
Guessing this is the weird kid who was asking around about witches?
Looks like, I don't think weird. Look, they're adorable.
I heard that! And don't give me that look. I'm not some weird kid wandering around for no reason.
Great animations. Yeah, I think it's a really adorable design. Yeah, maybe I'm misinterpreting like the idea of a witch hunter. Like maybe it's they're hunting for witches, not just hunting witches. Right?
I'm here for a professional investigation. The point is, I know Alice.
Or it could be that she found out we know Alice and she started changing her story a little bit, possibly too.
Uh-huh. You don't sound super sure about that.
Don't believe me? Look, Alice gave me these. Witch's tools.
The lack of sound effects actually made it like more funny. But yeah, Alice is a witch, so like I guess maybe it's if she is telling the truth here, she's hunting for witches or carrying activities for witches. But she was describing the witches like witches as not being very good.
Surely you recognize the magical signature on them.
A bell, a hammer, and a tattered old book? Yes, they could be special, but they're not exactly screaming witch.
I guess like when we just don't have like many like crazy defining factors to what like a witch could be, I guess.
That's odd. Not recognizing the first two I can understand. But this Spondamod textbook really means nothing to you?
Spontamod.
The Traveler's Companion is supposed to be a well-read, high-level student at the academia. According to the rumors, at least.
She is. Of course she is. That's what she is.
80 years ago, this was the defining Spontamod text. It's a true classic.
Yeah, Paimon is a true Spontamod expert. She's an expert in everything.
Wait, you mean companion as in Paimon? Man, Paimon's academic cred is off the charts. Which is to say, yes, of course, that text is super, important and all that. Whoa! Why is the bell ringing all of a sudden?
It's like a little, it's like her own version of like a
In
Sudoku.
theory, it detects localized abnormal magical fluctuations.
Huh?
Unusual power surges. There must
Oh.
be one nearby. I just know I'm right this time. It's gotta be a witch.
So it does seem she's looking for witches, right?
So you're saying it means a witch is nearby?
Just follow me. You'll see I'm right.
It could be both. It could be that Alice gave her a job and she wants her to find other witches, too. This is fun. This is really fun. Oh my god, this stuff stays on the ground. You don't want to pick up your stuff? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, like again, I don't, but I'm just gonna go with the flow anyway. You know, just let's just keep going. She is a witch hunter, but maybe she doesn't hunt witches. Maybe she hunts for witches. Maybe it's a thing where she's telling a little bit of a fib. Who knows? Investigate.
Monster? You said it was gonna be a
Jesus!
Forgot my hammer back there.
Oh
Sorry, but could you...
no! She legit forgot her hammer. It wasn't like a spare.
traveler.
That's very cute.
You're just as good in battle as all the rumors say. Thanks for stepping in, and I apologize. But I wasn't lying! Alice said that when the bell rings, a witch might appear. I just Didn't realize the probability was so low.
Like wishing in a gotcha game. Sorry, she says, I apologize. I shouldn't have rushed in like that. Again, I have to keep my finger off the button sometimes because I just like have this trigger happy finger sometimes.
It's okay. We believe you. Besides, if it's one of Alice's gadgets, it must be able to do all sorts of weird things. We know all about that, don't we?
I'm sure Alice would tell the truth, but not the whole truth. Yeah, that does sound like Alice as well.
I knew it.
Why, you're so adorable.
Hey, there's a card here.
Oh, it's a boar.
Calling all children with imaginary friends. Do you want to accomplish something great together? If so, go off and find the Dough King. There's also a forest boar drawn on it. Could it be the one that's been running wild around here?
Another one of her schemes.
What do you mean?
A plot to lure in children using the things they love the most.
Yeah, she definitely has a disdain for witches, for sure. We know that for sure.
And using their own imaginary friends against them. Oh, it's despicable, reprehensible, and absolutely unforgivable.
Okay, she's hilarious. She's pretty fun. She's really fun.
Think it's that serious? Then we've got to do something.
Let's do some digging first. Could be a misunderstanding. But if not, we'll make them pay. There's that bell again.
There it is again. Please don't let it be more monsters.
Considering what happened before, you're right to be cautious. I'm gonna go ahead, but I won't force you to come along.
Look how beautiful Inazuma is. Like, look at the backdrop here. It's so pretty.
What should we do? We can't just leave her on her own.
Yeah, I'm up for following. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, like, it's obviously, like, it's very much clear that she has, like, a disdain for the idea of witches in some way, right? And then also, like, Alice did clearly give her some sort of device that is able to detect witches nearby, but knowing Alice, it obviously is like a little bit of a mischievous thing as well. The probability might not be high as well. Oh my god, look at that. Man, I love Inazuma. It's so freaking great. I'm so glad to be here as well.
There's no mistake this time. This has
Whoa.
gotta be the witch's stronghold.
It's like a witch. Maybe it kind of reminds me of when they had the witches pop-up. Remember for Alice back in Nod Karai? Remember she had a little pop-up area? But this is like for kites and stuff, right? There's some dongo milk. Oh my god! It's Klee!
Blow it up! Blow
Wait,
it up!
the boar talks? Klee, watch out!
The rumor about the forest boar is true, but it talks? What is it planning to blow up? Isn't this kind of concerning?
I mean, I don't know, but this is kind of like this is gonna become the most adorable quest ever. If Klee and this new adorable character Prune is here, it's gonna be so cute.
Pretty sure what Klee said is just as concerning.
She's gonna blow everything up.
Honorary knight, Paimon, and Prune.
And Prune, and she's wearing her like little witch outfit as well. Oh, this is gonna be so cute.
Wait, you two know each other?
It's gonna be so cute.
Yep. Prune moved to Mondstadt not too long ago. She taught me this game called Answer or Your Toast. It's super fun.
What does that mean? She just told her to answer your toast.
What?
She literally probably said the game is answer your toast.
Hey, I told you not to tell anyone about that.
What did you do to Klee? Yeah, we can't handle anyone being mean to Klee.
It's not like that. It's just a game where you answer questions and in return, you get to eat toasted snacks.
Is that real? Is that a real thing?
That sounds right up Paimon's alley.
I guess so. Oh my god, like we have 2 babies now in the event.
You should come next time, Paimon. The more people we have, the
Oh
bigger we can make the fire, and the more fun it'll be.
Even just the voice actor always just on the baseline is hilarious all the time.
Never mind that for now. What are you doing here, Klee? This animal didn't hurt you, did he?
No, he wouldn't hurt me. We were just playing.
Stop.
This is Popcorn, my
Popcorn.
new friend.
His name is Popcorn.
Wait, he looks exactly like the drawing on this card.
There's a boar named Popcorn.
Oh, yeah. That's the request for help that the Dough King drew. But don't worry, the Hexen Circle's on the
Fantastic.
The Hexen Circle? Do you know where the witches are, Clee? Come on, you can tell me.
So you said that like it's the it's a quest for that the Doe King drew, but the Hexen Circle's on the case. Okay.
Yeah, they're inside the secret base. I'll go get them. Back in a flash.
Wait, what? They're just here?
I was right. I knew they had to be close this time.
I'm sorry, but this is already cuteness overload. I'm probably gonna die. I'm probably dead.
Why do you look like you're gearing up to fight a monster?
I think she's gonna fight the witches.
Trust me, these witches are... Ta-da! The little Hexen Circle reporting for duty.
No! 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 That is too cute. We can't do that. We're all gonna die like very quickly. Quick deaths. Sugar overdose. Cuteness overdose. This is gonna give everyone diabetes. This is so sweet. The little Hexen Circle. Klee, Chi-Chi, Yao Yao, and look at Sayu as well. She's adorable. Oh my god. This is too cute.
We just talked it over, and Yao Yao said we should put the little in front because we all still have growing to
Yao Yao is
do.
very good at branding. Very good branding from Yao Yao.
The little Hexen Circle? What in the world is that? She never mentioned it before.
Oh my god, that is purely adorable. She's been chasing the little Hexen Circle. This is going to kill me. This is going to kill me. Man, the little Hexen Circle is absolutely adorable. Like,
I'm
Klee.
Little Witch Klee. Oh, and the little Hexen Circle?
No! They're getting like Hexen Circle intros. That's so adorable. Klee the Spark Knight, Doko's best friend, Monsa's rising graffiti artist. And always, the bestest, sweetest, and cutest child, says Mom.
It's always a good day when I get to see you two again, Traveler and Paimon.
This is too cute.
Oh, right. Klee mentioned she was
Sayu's
bringing a new
asleep.
friend to the base. Guess we should introduce ourselves then. I'm Little Witch Yao Yao from
Little
Leeway.
Witch Yao Yao.
I just joined the Little Hexen Circle, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot.
Little grown up with a big heart, radish cooking prodigy, idiom whiz, occasional creative interpretations aside, and also the youngest and strongest in street word, Rambler's disciple.
Oh, hi. Your turn, Chi-Chi. Nice
Chi-Chi.
and slow. Just like we
Aw.
practiced, okay?
No.
Still remember what you wrote down?
She rehearsed it.
Mm-hmm. I am Little Witch Chi-Chi.
That you are.
That's all.
Oh my god, they're all playing like Hexen Circle. And it even slowly popped up. Scratcher of the White Horse. Adeptus Chariot. Already forgot about it. Calisthenics Master. Icy Nippy Little Hands. And last but not least, 7th place at the Eugene Terrace Memory Games. Hell yeah. Okay.
Traveler and Paimon are in my heart.
Oh.
I can remember them without writing things down.
Thank you, Chi-Chi.
New friend is a new face. I will try to remember.
Sayu.
My turn? Hello, you two. Oh, and our new friend here. I'm Little Witch Sayu.
Again, of course, Sayu doing the athletics that makes her actually a really good ninja as well. Like, this is so fun. Sayu, ninjutsu, grandmaster, escape artist, expert in efficient napping and growth studies, of course, and soul behind the Muji Daruma. Also, the most promising ninja of the Sasuban. Hell yeah.
Hello, friend, or, witches. You can call me Prune.
A little Hexen Circle, that's so cute. It is the cutest thing of all time.
Sure looks like the real deal. You even have introduction magic, just like Alice in the Gold.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like you're introducing the actual Hexen Circle.
Mom's a super impressive witch. Guess I just take after her.
Well, you did it yourself? You did the introduction magic yourself? Because that's what something Alice can actually do. It's physical in the world. It breaks the fourth wall in the way, but so she can actually do that.
Wow, Prune. So, when you said there were witches around here, you were talking about Klee and the others? Yes, of course. A little witch is still a witch after all.
Doesn't want to be embarrassed.
Alice's idea? Does this organization take orders from the main Hexen
Oh my
Circle?
god, this organization. They're all probably playing Little Witch, Hexen Circle.
Prune is the best. She's my friend.
Aww.
And Mom said she's her friend too.
Okay, so there's a stamp of approval from Alice.
What? Your mom said we were friends.
Yep, you're in it now. You're part of the family. It's over.
What's with the surprise? Didn't she just tell us herself she was Alice's
Yeah,
friend?
she's definitely fibbing. I think she's fibbing quite a bit.
So, Paimon, Prune, wanna join the little Hexen Circle?
Wait, so Paimon can join as well because she's little?
Do it! You can come into our secret hideout, and we can all share snacks and toys.
This is like the games you would play as a kid, right? Where you're all like, oh, today we're all gonna be pirates. Today we're all gonna be witches, and like make your own little club and
Plus,
stuff.
you get to share Mom's cool introduction magic too.
No way.
She said I can use it on all the little witches.
So Klee actually can do the introduction magic now. That's awesome. Paimon, do it. I'd love to see introduction magic.
I'll pass. I stopped playing pretend a long time ago.
I think you were lying to us just 2 minutes ago, so that's a form of playing pretend.
Unlimited snacks are one thing, but self-introduction magic too? That's so cool!
Sounds like Paimon's in. Paimon, oh my god, look at this pose. Paimon is now in the Hexen Circle.
Wait, no! Paimon's not ready! Alice also loves putting people through trials, remember? What if Klee inherited that trait too?
I'm sure Klee will always go easy on you.
Paimon can't swear allegiance now! She'll look like such a joke if she doesn't pass the test!
Yeah, don't worry, you have me. Yeah, we'll make a little witch out of you. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to die playing this. I'm going to die.
So, fellow little witches, does Paimon need to pass some sort of trial to join the little Hexen Circle? Nope. All it takes is an invitation from Klee. That's how we joined.
Yep.
Just one invitation, that's it.
Wow! That's a lot simpler than Paimon thought.
Yeah, might as well take it.
That's to be expected. A child's world is simple. Adults are the ones who make things complicated.
That's not wrong. That's not a wrong statement to say.
So, Paimon's a little witch now? Oh, what's your introduction magic gonna be?
Mom says the content of the introduction is super important because it's kind of like a first impression.
Very
so
cool.
the person who knows the little witch best should decide.
Well, that's us.
Just picture it in your head, then hold my hand, and the magic will transfer.
That is definitely us that gets to decide that then. Let me decide then.
Yeah, you definitely know Paimon best.
100%.
So, in your eyes, what kind of little witch would Paimon be?
A true force to be reckoned with. Cute and adorable beyond compare. I would say so.
Okay, Paimon, hold out your
Yeah.
hand.
She's a force as well, but she's cute and adorable beyond compare as well.
All right, little witch Paimon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I love that Clee's just able to use this magic. Look at them, Prune, by the way. Such a small little detail, but her like watching the boars is going around the place as well.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Here goes nothing. Hello, everyone. Little Witch Paimon.
Oh, with the B-sides. Oh. The white whirlwind sweeping the dining table. She's allowed to eat whatever she wants. Master of terrible nicknames. No, they're great nicknames. Tiny body, titanic rank, owner of many titles. Of course she has so many titles because she deserves them. And no matter what happens, Paimon's the best travel companion ever. Say it louder. Say it louder.
Congratulations. But shouldn't we get down to business? Something doesn't seem right with this boar.
I guess so.
Yeah, you said the little Hexen Circle is working on a quest, right, Klee? Now that Paimon's a member, she should get all caught up, huh? So, what's the situation? The whole popcorn thing is super complicated. It's gonna take ages to explain. Can we at least find somewhere to sit down first?
That's fair.
Standing is so tiring.
Ooh, let's have a tea party then. Tea parties are perfect for long conversations.
Oh my god, they're gonna have a little Hexen Circle, tea party.
Great idea. I'll be in charge of snacks and drinks.
And like the fact that like tea parties are such a huge part of like big Hexen Circle lore as well.
I'll get the chairs.
And us to play with.
You can come with me, Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Let me pick out some good snacks.
I love that Yao Yao's always very supportive of Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi is like, you know, she's adorable, she's cute, but obviously, like, you know, one of the things that, like, is... And she's also a hard worker, too. But, like, she obviously is, like, up in the air and, like, kind of, like, very airy, fairy sometimes as well. So it's really nice that she has Yao Yao to always, like, kind of steer her in the direction. Because, again, it can be very nerve-wracking to come up with, like, something that you have to, like, you know, contribute, right?
You're more than welcome to explore our secret base in the meantime, Honorary Knight and Prune.
Okay.
All right. Guess I can do some reading while I wait.
Wait, so is it going to be, like, a thing where there's going to be, like, mini-games in the base as well or something? Oh my god, this freaking artwork. Ah, Jesus Christ. See, hi to your imaginary friend. What does that mean? This artwork is adorable. Wait. Oh, they appear? Like an imaginary friend appears? Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, it's so cute. So we have a little walk home. They're different quests. Sai's fallen asleep again. Prune's busy taking notes, and then Klee has picked out for her. So they're not mini games, they're like quests. Okay. This is the main quest, and these are like the little mini ones here as well. Right? Oh, no. I think they genuinely might be mini games within this as well, right? Is that it? Is that what this is? So we might actually do these after everything's said and done then. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh no, these are all part of it. These are all part of it. Let's go. I thought it was gonna be mini games.
Find any good toys to bring, Klee?
Yeah! Mom made me this magic toy so that Dodoko and me can play with bombs together. I'm gonna bring it to the tea party so all the little witches can join in too.
That's really lovely, Klee. That's so nice.
You want everyone to play with bombs together? That's way too dangerous for a tea party.
I don't think you understand that we're talking to Klee here. To me, if Klee said to me, I'm about to plant a bomb in the middle of like, Mondstadt Central, I'd be like, you know what, Klee? You found what you're calling in life, you know?
It's not dangerous. The toy makes it so that Jumpy Dumpty doesn't explode. So I can use it all I want without getting sent to confinement.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
can't get
Mom
grounded.
said.
I love that Alice is trying to get Klee ungrounded all the time.
You guys should come play too. Dodoko came to Inazuma with me and really wants to meet you.
Huh? But you usually carry Dodoko with you, don't you? We met ages ago, remember?
Is this something to do with the idea of the imaginary friends like that Prune was mentioned earlier too?
No, not that Dodoko. The Dodo clan has lots of Dodokos. Some are like me and like going on exciting adventures in new places. But a lot of Dodokos live in a different place most of the time, so you haven't met them yet.
Fair enough.
A different place?
I didn't know there was like multiple Dodokos like in different locations.
Yeah, back in Mondstadt, Prune showed me a picture book about it. She said that place is a made-up world for kids, and Dodoko is my imaginary friend.
Oh yeah?
But no matter where Dodokos come from, Mom always finds a way to bring them here to play.
Aww.
Like this time, she put Dodoko in a magic toy.
I love how like Alice like would literally do anything for Klee. You know what I mean? And that means like Klee grows up with so much love. She really does. And it's not just from Alice. You can tell Klee is a little girl who is growing up with like people who care about her and love her and adore her. Because while she's like a little menace, right? She also, you can tell she just has like so much of a sweet outlook on the world. And I think that does come from the fact that like, you know, while Alice is her mother, everyone in Mondstadt also like takes care of her too, you know?
Yeah, we've seen all kinds of Dodokos at this point, but it still feels amazing every time.
Nothing like a bit of magic, huh?
So you gonna play bombs with us? Please, please.
So it is a minigame, sure. During the Dodoko Bomb Rally Ruckus, you must help Klee pass the Jumpty Dumpty to all her Dodoko companions. After you've passed the Jumpty Dumpty, you will start the next pass from the position where Jumpty Dumpty is currently located. Okay. Okay, and after you pass the Jumpty Dumpty, you will start the next pass. Okay. There will be positive zones and negative zones in the field. When hit, they will trigger corresponding effects or grant super de-duper items that you can use at your discretion. Once triggered, they cannot be triggered again for 2 rounds. Each pass will be counted. If you only trigger a positive zone, your pass will count will be reduced to 1. If you trigger a negative zone, your pass count will be increased by 1. Okay, that's fine. The fewer passes as well, the higher your final score. If you accidentally pass Jumpty Dumpty over to zones where Weasel Thieves are active, Sink Waters or out of bounds area, this will be invalid, and the Jumpty Dumpty will be sent back to the start of your pass. Okay, so it seems to be mini games. This is mini games as well. So we can do these. This is like an event mini game. So I wonder if we could do the quests first, and then we'll go into everything there as well. Also. Oh no, we have to at least start. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So to do the quest, we have to talk to everybody. Yeah, no, I get what's happening here. But you know what I mean? I usually like doing the mini games at the end. Oh, Sayu.
Sayu? You're sleeping again?
She's tired.
Are you really that tired? Yeah.
She's gotta grow.
I moved those chairs and I had to give Gina all those directions.
Too much work.
It was hard work, so I rewarded myself with a nap.
Heck yeah, that's too much work. You should I'll talk to your boss.
Gina? Oh, like short for Mujina.
Is that her imaginary friend?
I knew it. I knew people were gonna think that. No, it's a name. A regular name. It's not short for anything.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay, not short for anything.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, Gina's my imaginary
There it
friend,
is.
by the way. She's
theme of
invisible
imaginary
to
friends.
people most of the time, so I never introduced you. Huh. Paimon never really thought about it before, but of course you all have imaginary friends. That's what kids do, right?
I never did. To me, like the idea of like even the appeal of having one never like was great for me. I don't know, but maybe like that's you know, depending on the person you are as well. But it is a normal thing for kids.
Don't call me a kid, or you're gonna jinx my chances of getting taller.
Sayu, we are your
Soon,
baby.
I'm gonna be a full-fledged ninja who can hold her own. I just know it.
The growth that characters have in this game, like they do grow over time personally. Like imagine one day, like 3 years from now, they make Sayu like taller. I actually would cry. I'd cry. She has to stay a baby forever. I'm sorry.
But before then, I guess it doesn't hurt to tackle things with a friend.
Enjoy being a baby while you're a baby. You know what I mean? Enjoy being a kid.
Besides, even if Gina helps me, it's not like most people would see. So, it would still look like I could hold my own. You know, holding your own and being alone are 2 different things, right?
Okay, guess it's open to interpretation. Holding your own and being alone are 2 different things. Yeah, you can still be with people and still hold your own, right?
Really? Great! I have this ninjutsu device here that you can use to train with her. I've been so busy with the other little witches, training has kind of taken a backseat.
Okay.
Wait! You're not telling us this so you can slack off while we do it for you,
And
right?
we'd be happy to. We'd be happy to.
What? No, it's not like that.
No, we'd be happy to. Just tell us what to do.
This device is for escape training. Sensei left it for me, but as you know, I'm already really good at running away. I don't need help with my own training assignments. I finished those ages ago.
Like, yeah.
It's Gina. She's even lazier than me. If we're gonna make a break for it together, she has to be able to keep up. So she needs to finish her training. That's what I'm hoping to get some, help with.
Whatever you want, okay? The baby gets what the baby wants. The baby wants what the baby gets. Whatever the phrase is. Whatever you want, Sayu.
How is asking us to help not slacking off?
Paimon, I adore you with all my heart. But there's not a world where we're not helping Sayu. There's not a universe. There's not a planet or an alternate universe. And if that alternate universe is there, I want to nuke it. Yeah. So in Gina's Great Escape, you must guide the constantly advancing Gina to the switch lanes to perform jumps to dodge various obstacles and collect as many onigiri as possible. That sounds so fun. Oh, it's like a runner. These are like my favorite ones. Gina loses vitality should she collide with obstacles while on the move, and you will fail once her vitality goes down to 0. Let's go talk to everybody, and then we're going to do all these mini games afterwards. This is the way I'm going to do it. yeah, I understand what Paimon's doing. Paimon is like being the responsible and being like, hey, we should probably like let her like do her own work so she can actually figure stuff out herself and stuff like this too. Whereas I'm just like, if the baby says help, I help. You know? Yeah, I'm sorry. They're just too adorable not to help.
Chi-Chi, you can't just drink sugary stuff. I told you how many glasses of water to have a day.
Aww.
Still remember?
That's so sweet as well. And again, like, you know, with Chi-Chi, like again, it's not that she's dumb. It's not that she's just someone who goes through life with a very airy-fairy kind of like feeling, right? To the point that like I think that even like Baiju said at one point that she would be gone for days and then just doing a job, and then, you know, that would be normal sometimes. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's really sweet to have someone like Yao Yao in her life that's actually looking out for her too, you know? Water is good for you. It is good for you. It's good for a lot of stuff. If I don't drink water in a day, man, you know, I feel it. Yeah, water's good for you.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
It's okay. That's what I'm for. Your personal hydration assistant.
Oh, Yao Yao.
No better time than the present. Here, have some now.
I mean, that's like a big thing. Like, someone just to like remind you, like, I can be a bit like, even in life, like, you know, like sometimes we're so busy or we're like have our own head in the clouds that we forget to do stuff, and like people do forget to do stuff like that. So to have people to be like, hey, have you eaten today? You know, have you drank some water today? It's actually like very nice. And I feel like when someone says like, hey, have you eaten today? Have you ate something today? Right? Like, for me, it's like it can be two things. There's someone being like, hey, do you want to go get food? Which is lovely too. But like also someone just being like, hey, are you looking after yourself? You know? Really lovely.
Aww,
You know?
You really look out for Chi-Chi, huh, Yao Yao?
She does. It's very sweet.
Traveler, Paimon! Perfect timing. What kind of snacks do you like? Salty? Sweet? Oh, let's see what we have.
This takeaway that I like going to, I go to it every once in a while. I usually like maybe get like a takeaway like once a month or something. And whenever I go there, like they give me like free sweets all the time. So usually it might be like an eclair or like something like that as well. And what's so funny about that is that like I always have this like excess because like when you're having like a burger and like fries, right? And you're like, oh, this is awesome. Like I don't really have like the energy to like afterwards be like, oh, I'm gonna also eat this like, you know, whatever it is, like chocolate fudge cake, you know, a chocolate fudge cake or whatever. But like, I swear to God, I will like freeze them because I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna. There's no way in hell I'd throw them away. So like I like a sweet, but I just brought this up because like I think even like today, like I was like, I get a cup of tea. Oh, I'll take it like a chunk of that cake. You know, it's like but I feel like if I keep going to that place every once in a while, I hopefully like eventually I'll build up like a full like storage of cake, a storage of eclairs or cake, chocolate fudge cake or something. You know what I mean? But the burgers are good, so you know, that's all good too.
Paimon's bag is full of snacks too. Pick out whatever you like.
I what I'm saying is I don't eat like a lot of sweets, but I'm a sucker for donuts. Like I have so much self-control when it comes to this stuff where I'll be like, I don't need to eat sweets today or whatever, you know what I mean? Especially on days where I'm like actually when days I'm exercising, like I usually like will just be like, you know, yeah, like I can eat whatever sometimes. But like it's one of those things where like if you put donuts in front of me though, I'm donezo. It's over. It's over, guys. So if ever like you want to trap Calvin in a cardboard box like in the old cartoons, put a donut under there and then pull the string. It's gonna happen. I'll get under there.
Snacks and toys are meant for sharing. Here.
Oh, this is the toy Auntie Cloud Retainer made for us.
Lovely.
She built a lot of fun adeptal arts into it. After she heard from Master that we were coming to Inazuma, she lectured us all about being safe on her own. But she didn't think telling us would be enough, so she made us this mechanism to play with. She said the most effective lessons are the ones combined with fun.
I was gonna say I disagree. I agree.
Be home before dark. Tuan Tuan and Yuegui go together. Chi-Chi and Yao Yao have to hold hands.
Oh,
Yep, that's what she said, huh?
that's so
Nice
sweet.
remembering, Chi-Chi.
That's so sweet. And again, just to make sure they're looking out for each other as well.
Auntie Cloud Retainer's adeptal arts are amazing. She made a whole domain where our imaginary friends can play. I even got to meet Chi-Chi's imaginary friend for the first time too.
It's so funny how like all these like people just like want these gals just to have like a good time, you know what I mean?
She's a cute little finch, just as adorable as Chi-Chi
Stop
herself.
grabbing her
Her name is
cheeks.
Twen Twen.
That's so sweet.
Chi-Chi's obsession with finches is suddenly starting to make a lot more sense.
I guess so.
Uruguay is like the mechanical Uruguay, but different.
Oh, right. Just in case you're confused, Uruguay is also my imaginary friend. It all started after Auntie Cloud Retainer gave me the mechanical Uruguay.
Yeah?
We've grown up a lot together since then.
I mean, it's sweet. Like, I think this is all just like very sweet, of course. Like, everything here is just very sweet. I'm actually like having a blast with this. And even like, you know, just seeing them have fun, seeing them all together, like having this adorable time. It's just such a sweet thing, especially like, you know, with all the stuff that just happened with like the Sumeru stuff. It's just so sweet. It's so sweet.
Twan Twan's grown too. She got chubbier, but she can also fly higher.
Aw, that's awesome! Real or imaginary, it's nice to grow up with friends by your side.
Yeah, 100%. And again, it's one of those things where like as a kid, it's like it's not like this like extremely like unhealthy thing, right? It's a very normal thing to have like imaginary friends, I believe, as a kid, especially like when you're playing pretend. It's the same thing with like, you know, it's very normal as a kid to like, play wrestlers and stuff like that as well. Like, you know, like say I used to play wrestling action figures, you know, and you're making up stories, you know what I mean? You're being like, I know it's like a different thing, but like, you know, it's very normal to like create your own worlds and spaces as a kid because again, you're expanding your mind and you're exploring stuff. You're learning about magic from TV shows in this world, and especially in this world where there is magic. It's very normal. It's really nice.
Oh, shoot. I almost forgot I'm supposed to be in charge of drinks. I'll be done soon. You guys should try out this mechanism in the meantime.
Cool. Let's do it. So this one is going to be... Oh, and this is an already fun one too. A little walk home. Travelers must guide Yuge over the various obstacles to find its missing partner, Twan Twan, then return Twan Twan to the Boo Boo Pharmacy while picking up the radishes along the way. In certain stages, Yuge will need to control special moving platforms to bypass special obstacles. Pedal mechanisms can be placed on top of the bottom of the moving platforms by touching the pedals. Yuge can activate a platform and cause it an platform. Is an platform correct? And again, that's one of those things where like I always would say a platform, but an platform. I guess like in some cases it can be correct, right? Yeah. And cause it to move. Touching the pedals again while the platform is moving will not have any effect. Certain stages will feature fragile platforms that crumble and disappear shortly after standing on them. Yes, that's classic. So take care not to step on the platforms for too long. You'll find geosas slimes patrolling certain stages. Take care to avoid them. In certain stages, you will also find obstacles in the paths of moving platforms. These obstacles must be cleared for moving, clear for the moving passwords to pass. Okay. Very cool. I'm so for this. In some stages, sturdy rock pillars will block your way. Pay attention to the grooves on the pillars and collect corresponding numbers of Geograna. This will allow you to destroy the pillars. So for this. Yeah, so for this. Yeah, and we'll do that after this as well, too. But I am very excited to see, like, because all three of these minigames so far are minigames that I would adore doing. Like, and you guys know this as well. Like, these are my type of minigames. These are stuff I like. And, you know, and I always talk about how, like, I don't like doing the gameplay stuff because it's always the same thing nowadays. But, like, we'll see. I guess Prune will probably have a gameplay event in some ways. I mean, the combat event, I should say, is usually not something I like. The combat minigames, I usually think that they're just all the same. They just don't appeal to me. They're very drab and just, like, it just feels like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. But... and someone might say, well, Calvin, you've seen these type of minigames before. Yeah, but again, it is, you can say, oh, Calvin's a bot. Of course it is, but that's my personal preference, right? My personal preference is, like, the common minigames are always the same, but the gameplay minigames, they switch them up sometimes and change them around. And yes, we've seen these type of minigames in some times before, but again, they kind of, like, space them out, and sometimes they won't have these ones next one, and then they'll have a different one next one. But I always feel like these are always, like, really fresh, too. And you could say, yeah, it is 100% my personal preference, but at the same time, too, I feel like they also space out these minigames more than they do, like, combat minigames. 100%. Let's go talk to Prune. Prunezo, how you doing? Prunesley?
Leveraging elemental combinations to boost damage output. It's clear that with the right strategy, no opponent is invincible.
even a witch. The cryo whopper flower just now was nothing more than a plant mimic. It didn't seem like the kind of monster a witch would summon.
So she's like like the one we just that popped out of the radish, right?
Faced with its burrowing and cryospike attacks, evasive maneuvers are of particular importance. The Traveler's footwork alone is a revelation that deserves to be studied.
Oh yeah?
Not to mention his combat moves. I'd better make some notes.
Honestly, like, she's such an interesting character, but such a funny character as well, right? But obviously she's doing research here as well. She's taking it seriously while also like still being a comedic character, which is very fun.
Hunting training revised, draft 16.
Like this is like like whilst like it's like she's very funny, I also find this like determination that she has to be very like admirable, and it's kind of like really, it's cute too, right? It's cute too.
What you writing there, Prue? Whoa! Oh, you scared me! You have to at least make a sound if you're gonna walk over here like that. Paimon doesn't walk. She flies. Well, whatever. Did you, hear all that just now?
A little bit, but I also like as well, like with characters like this, I love the kind of like very aggressive, like, you know, trying to like this aggressive like front that they put up too, where they're trying to make it themselves seem like really strong and cool and all these things in between. I also think that's like a really adorable thing as well, you know, like, oh, like you didn't catch me doing this and that, like, you know, I wasn't doing that, you know. It's very sweet to me. Something about hunting and training.
In that case, I need to tell you something. I know it's going to sound unbelievable, but just hear me out. See this book here? Alice gave it to me. But there were a few loose pages tucked inside. Magical pages that transform whatever is written on them into a real place.
Oh, yeah?
I know it's hard to imagine, but think of it like being able to go inside a fairy tale.
Sure.
Oh, so like Simulanka. We went there ages ago.
That idea is really cool, though, right? And we've seen the type of, as you said, the type of thing in Genshin before, the idea of, like, you know, bringing something to life or bringing the past to life or bringing a memory to life that we can travel through as well. Like, it's really cool, and that should be really fun if that's what we're about to do with her minigame. I thought it was going to be, like, a combat minigame.
What now?
It's okay.
I've never heard of that place. Wait, does that mean there's actually a fairy tale book that people can go inside?
This is one thing with Prune. The Prune is kind of like this very crazy, rambunctious character, this adorable character who, like, is always trying to keep up these appearances. You know, I think they are, like, trying to hunt witches, but they're trying to, like, be a little bit jokey about it in some ways, too. Or not jokey, they're trying to, like, fib about it in some ways. But I also think that, like, I love that they're always trying to learn stuff. Like, look, it's they're, like, thinking it through in their heads.
So,
in their head.
What kind of fairy tale did you write, Prune? Can we go inside and take a look?
So this is probably, yeah, it's going to be the minigame.
I never waste them on something so childish and unrealistic. There are only a few sheets of this paper. The obvious choice is to use them for my own benefit. So, after teaching myself all the material in this textbook, I wrote up a full combat training plan. With a little time, I'll be able to take down Alice with my own 2 hands.
Hell yeah. You know, I don't think it's going to happen, but, you know, and this is probably the way that it confirms it. She is trying to take down Alice in some ways. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but, like, look, I support your determination. You know what I mean?
Huh? Didn't you say you were friends? What's this about taking her down?
I think we can very much ascertain what's happening here.
Shoot! I got too excited and let it slip.
I think it's sweet, though. I think it's sweet that we have a character that, like, is so hell-bent on hunting these witches, but is trying to hide it, but is very bad at hiding it.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh no! Is the cat out of the bag?
I say bad at hiding it, but I'm sensing a joke where we don't even realize what's happening here.
That just means you're super good friends, huh?
That's like, this is like such a movie moment, like, oh god, they found me. Hey, it's like, hey, you dropped this, buddy. It's like, oh, phew, you know, like that moment where they think they're caught. Oh wait,
Huh?
the traveler knows, no, the traveler knows, but Paimon doesn't know.
We have a friend like that too. Always challenging the traveler to a sparring match whenever there's a chance.
Who's that?
The traveler's got a pretty impressive reputation after all. You know, Prune,
If you're looking to improve your combat skills, you could always just ask him.
The point of the finger. Volunteer me for things again, Paimon. I would help Brune. I would help Brune.
Of course. What am I doing copying down techniques in secret when I could go straight to the source?
Yeah.
Would you join my practice session, Traveler?
That is combat.
Seeing you in action would be an
That's
invaluable resource.
really a creative way of getting us to do a combat minigame, and also that's really creative. It's really creative. Having us like be like a thing that she wants to study. You know what I mean? And already establishing that she's a character that likes to learn more stuff, and she's studying things, and she's like, you know, trying to find the best way to like fight these witches. It's perfect. It's a really great way of doing that. Let's show you what you got. Okay. So, in Fantasy Realm performance, travelers will need to first complete the training program, complete the training objectives, obtain the Witch Hunter momentum, then defeat opponents during the Witch Hunter turn points. Okay, it's the same thing as before. Yep, it's the same thing. You receive only Witch Hunter momentum and not points, and when you defeat opponents during the training program, the Witch Hunter performance begins after training concludes or all training objectives have been met. Certain opponents will exhibit special characteristics during training. During the Witch Hunter performance, characters can consume Witch Hunter momentum to gain Witch Hunter boons, and extend the performance duration. Okay, that's a little bit different, right? Defeat opponents during this stage to score points. Once your Witch Hunter momentum has been exhausted, you must undergo the training program again. The challenge will end once you complete the 2 rounds of Witch Hunter. This sounds a little bit different. We could try it out. As always, we will, we try always one minigame and then we go from there, right? That's the way I always like to do it.
The Little Witch's tea party is ready.
Oh my god, we're actually gonna get to do it. Yeah, like that's the thing. I will always give it a fair shake, and it sounds like there's a little bit, it sounds like the same thing with like the multiplayers and like trying to get like, you know, enough attack them until you just get like raise a bar or raise a, you know, a score to get like bronze, gold, or silver, and that's what it is. Just with like a little variable. Yeah, we won't play it. But again, as I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, it sucks, I hate it. It's like, okay, it's just something that like I'm not huge on, so we won't. Yeah.
Welcome to the Little Witch's Tea Party!
So nice.
You want something to drink, Prune? Too far to reach? Here, Paimon will help. Thanks. I'll have a hot tea then. No sugar. Oh, we actually don't have tea here. It's too bitter.
What?
None of us like it.
Breakfast tea is like something I could not live without.
I don't like hot things. Dango milk is cold. Like coconut milk. I like it.
Well, if there's no other option then, I suppose I'll have Dango milk.
Yeah, for me personally, I drink 4 mugs of tea a day. I can't go without it, guys. I just can't. It's my favorite thing in terms of just like a little comfort. You know what I mean? It's just like if I don't have my tea, I'm not going to be angry or anything, but it's one of those situations where the day is like a percentage worse. You know what I mean? That kind of way. I love a good cup of just breakfast tea. My brand is Lion's tea. I usually drink Lion's because it's nice, but also doesn't ever break the bank too much. And I use a bit of brown sugar in it, just a little bit of brown sugar in it as well. Yeah, bit of milk, Lion's tea, bit of brown sugar, sip, lovely, lovely. Perfect when playing a video game. Perfect when listening to music. Perfect when like watching a YouTube video. Perfect. It's just perfect. I love it. I have a morning, lunch, after dinner. I even have one close to bedtime. I love a cup of tea.
Kinda seems like you were eyeing that from the beginning.
Oh, she's trying to act more serious by drinking tea?
Let's just get on with the meeting.
That's quite adorable. Yeah, I like the character of a character who's trying to act more serious and try to be more professional, you know?
You were going to tell us what the deal is with this forest boar?
Right! Popcorn is an imaginary friend.
Good old popcorn.
What? No, that can't be right. We shouldn't be able to see other people's imaginary friends in the real world.
That's an interesting thing, though, but I just assumed it would be from the magic that, like Alice had created. Well, they talked about the idea earlier with the Alice that the cloud retainer as well, right?
Yeah, we were only able to meet your imaginary friends thanks to magic, adeptal arts, and ninjutsu.
Oh, okay.
And before, we used Lisa's monocle detector thing. What sort of evidence do you have that popcorn is an imaginary
So what they're saying is, even though like I was assuming that, yeah, just it's something we've already done in this quest, like we already heard about this stuff through adeptal arts and stuff like that as well. This is also out of the ordinary because it's like it's a boar running around the place, I guess.
Imaginary friend? Real friend!
Oh my god, the voice acting.
I don't know, but I believe him.
She's like, yeah, what up?
Let's try a different question then. How did you find him?
Glee is so lovely. Yeah, I believe him.
Oh, we were playing outside, and we found the Dough King's request for help. So, we followed the trail and found the Dough King and Popcorn.
The Dough King's super nice. Popcorn was just wandering around. It was the Dough King who found him first.
Nice! Nice!
Oh my god, this voice acting is so crazy.
Is Popcorn always like this? Doesn't really seem like he can hold a conversation.
Popcorn was in bad shape, wandering alone. Angry, running super fast. The
Oh.
Dough King looked worried.
Even the inflection of Chi-Chi's voice is always very adorable as well. So he was in bad shape when they found him.
He's much better with us. Even talks and smiles sometimes.
Well, that's lovely. Okay, that's lovely. You found a creature that was not doing too well, and now they're doing much better when they were you guys. That's always a nice thing. That's like, finding like a stray cat or something, you know?
Well, most imaginary friends are dreamed up by kids. So it makes sense that he'd feel more comfortable around them.
Yeah, and I think like you're talking about like, like the innocence of kids, of course, is something that is, can be so like, gentle and lovely for animals as well, especially since they like, there's no... You know what I mean? Like, especially with these gals, there's not like a judgment in them. There's not like a fear in them that like holds them back from doing something that like will to help someone. You know what I mean? That way too. Even though they obviously will have fears, but like if kids are brought up right, from a very early age, they will be like the sweetest companions for animals.
Yeah.
So I was
To
asleep.
get this straight, the Dough King found Popcorn wandering around lost. Then teamed up with the little Hexen Circle to get to the bottom of it?
Yep, we're in charge of looking after Popcorn while the Dough King does some investigating.
Very cool.
We're gonna meet up tomorrow.
Guess we were wrong then. That card wasn't a trap. So the Dough King is, which again, that might be from another thing as well, the Dough King. I feel like lately I've been forgetting a lot of stuff, but that's just because like, we've been playing Genshin for over like 2.5 years now, which is crazy. It's been 2.5 years since we started playing Genshin. But it might be from another event. But I just kind of like, again, when there's something I don't recognize fully, I just kind of go with it anyway. You know what I mean? Because it's like, not like go with it like being like pretend I know what I'm talking about, but it's more just a case of just like, look, I'm sure like we'll see more of it as we're going forward. But the Dough King is investigating stuff, and they're gonna meet up tomorrow, and they're in charge of him. Okay, guess you're wrong then. It wasn't trap.
Well, I didn't say it 100% was. I was just hypothesizing.
Again, she can't lose face, right? She has to still be like that, like really important witch hunter. You know what I mean? It's adorable. It's adorable.
What's the little Hexen Circle planning to do
She
now?
can't be seen to be wrong, is what I'm saying for Prune,
We're gonna do what little witches do best and help him out.
Oh, they're so precious. Oh, the little rub of the eyes.
How? By using the same kind of magic the big witches use?
I don't know. I've never been a witch before. What do you think we should do, Prune?
This is such a kid thing to do as well, by the way. Hey, what do you think we should do? You know what I mean? Like adding the kid to the group and being like, hey, what's your opinion?
You're the witches, not me. How am I supposed to... Wait, this could be a chance to get some insider intel. Ahem. Obviously, the best place to start is with... invitation. We need to learn from the big Hexen Circle.
Oh my god.
So it couldn't hurt to go through the members and list their strengths.
Her strategy is so flimsy, but because, like, everyone's a baby here, and I guess because as well Paimon Felford also, and the Traveler's the only one who can kind of see through this right now, I guess. Like, it's working, but I think that's why it's so cute, is that it's clearly, like, working only because, like, these are babies. You know what I mean? Like, but you can see through the whole plan she has here as well, like, a mile away.
Oh, well, first, there's Mom. She's just like me and loves going on big adventures with her
Oh,
friends.
and then of course, the perspective of her daughter as well.
Then there's my auntie who tells prophecies.
If you ask me, Popcorn turned out this way
That was
because
Barbara,
he
right?
didn't get enough sleep. Sleeping solves everything. In fact, I think the best idea is for all of us to just take a nap
Nap
right
time?
Oh, and another auntie who talks a lot.
Nicole, which by the way she doesn't talk enough. We need more.
now. We shouldn't just jump to conclusions. We need to do our due vigilance. Or, diligence?
point is, this is an important task.
That's top 10 like cutest moment. Have you ever had like a little cousin or someone who just like says words wrong? And I think as well it's good to have Yao also say the word wrong too, because it can seem like sometimes they're trying to like be like, oh, she's like, you know, the most like, she's like, well, she is. I would say she's super bright. Of course she is. They all are. But I think it's also cute. It's like, yeah, like she's always been a baby. You know what I mean? You know, she's still learning about the world too, even if she's helping Chi-Chi out, you know?
I'm not sure we can get to the bottom of it right now, but while we wait for news from the Dough King, we can at least play with Popcorn and keep him occupied. Yeah. You know, so he doesn't go around scaring people.
That's a good idea.
And another who loved writing stories.
Yeah, Durin's mother as well, right? Again, I love that from the perspective of Clee. The description of the witches isn't something like, oh, they're powerful in this sense or powerful in that sense. It's like a lot of like very like personality traits that she would have grown to know from like all her basically her aunties, like, you know?
Crossing out sleep, but keeping adventures and playtime. Got it.
Then there's a super smart one, and I forgot
whoa.
the rest.
Was that gold? Again, she's describing this like on the base level of like, again, it's and not a bad way. I love the way they do this. It's a child's understanding of this stuff. You know, it's how she perceives her aunties. It's how she perceives them. You know, if you ask a child like what you think of like, you know, let's say like you're and even if like let's say your uncle was like one of the worst people in the world who would just like every time he showed up he was like an absolute bastard at a get together. You ask like the little 5-year-old like what you think of Uncle Jerry, and be like, oh, he's weird sometimes, but he always like, you know, he always is nice to me and gives me €5 every time he comes by. And it's like, that's the childlike perspective. They remember like a lot of like a really lovely traits, and not sometimes remember bad traits, but like it is like a different perspective.
Come on, brain, work!
Come on, brain, work?
Wait, here's an idea. Imaginary friends don't exist without a kid thinking them up, right? So, why don't we try to ask about the kid he belongs to?
Good thinking, Paimon.
Popcorn? Where's your human? How did you guys get split up?
Oh! Ha! Smash, smash, smash! Hamura is hurting! Gotta help her! You gotta help her!
Amorta? I said Amorta for a second. Homura. Legitimately what happened there was I looked at the recording because I was like, did I stop recording? And I was like, Amorta, Homura.
Hamura must be his human then. What happened to her? How can we help? The Dough King said Popcorn probably has amnesia and can't remember much.
Ah, okay. So that's why you can only remember like the name, I guess?
Like Chi-Chi. But Chi-Chi and Popcorn are also different because Popcorn can't write.
Yeah, because Chi-Chi does forget stuff as well, doesn't she, the poor thing?
Hamura can write! Bring on the tear bugs! Bring on the booger beasts!
Booger beasts?
Mean or nasty or in your face, one punch sends them to outer space!
Okay.
Yeah, Popcorn's been repeating that a lot.
It sounds like a slogan or like something like, you know, like, I don't know, like a superhero would say or something.
Give them one great monstrous whack, then stuff them in a big old sack!
Did Homura write that? Huh.
Yeah.
Definitely got personality.
Yeah, it is like a superhero slogan or like a person who's about to enter into like a fighting tournament in an anime.
Way!
What?
Maybe she's destined to be some kind of new age poet when she gets older.
Famous painter, famous chef, world famous filmmaker.
Oh my god, what the hell? Like it's That's really cute.
Hey, high expectations put a lot of pressure on a kid, you know. What if she doesn't live up to them?
Hamura is the best, no matter what.
Can you tell us what she looks like? We'll help you find her.
Loves pigtails, floral tresses, smiling, and also...
Pigtails, floral dresses, that does sound like you could describe like a lot of, maybe, you know, little girls, I guess. But I guess it's something, right?
Yeah, this is getting us nowhere. Guess that's all we can get for now. What's our next move?
You said the Doe King was also investigating. Let's wait until tomorrow and combine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, guess that's all we can do. Meeting adjourn then?
Yeah, let's go play.
Oh my god, the clap as well. Okay, that's the first part done. Okay. And I guess the second part would just start, because I'm not sure if, like, I've unlocked all the days, right? But it seems like we can just, like, go to the next part as well. Yeah, like, so far this has just been, like, you know, really, it hasn't been, like, too heist, which, again, I don't expect it to be, like, crazy. It might turn out to be, like, again, Genshin, I always say this, like, well, I'll be like, I'll say something like, oh, this isn't this. I don't expect this to be too serious, and then like at the end of this, we're gonna have like a major battle between like Klee and like Prune, you know, or something. You know what I mean? Like you never know with this stuff as well. But right now, it's just like starts off, you know, as you would with an Act 1 of like an event, sweet, normal, just very like low stakes, adorable beginning, right? For sure.
The Doe King is here. Oh, and someone new.
The Doe King. Wait, from the bathhouse?
Hello, I'm Hyakujitsu Hakushion.
Ah.
I'm a Yumekui Baku like Kohaku here. Or the Doe King, as most people
That's
know
the
her.
Doe King?
She told us about what happened. Oh, Traveler and Paimon. I didn't know you'd be here too.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
I hope you've been well.
It's been a while. That was around the time of the Flower Festival and stuff, around that time when they, yeah, I remember that. That was a really cool quest.
Shion!
Not the Flower Festival itself.
Coincidence! We were gonna head to Aiza Bathhouse, but something came up and we had to change our plans.
I'm not saying the Flower Festival was where the quest that she was in. I'm saying that the Flower Festival was around the same time, and all that whole era was amazing. It was so cool. It was right after that was 2025, right? That was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome anytime. Mizuki is away on business, so I'm in charge in the meantime.
Great.
It's, quite the task, but I'm trying my best.
So have I seen this Doe? I don't remember this Doe King.
Sounds like you're here for the same incident as us then. Wow, small world. So, the Doe King is a Yumekui Baku.
Prune always learning.
I read about them in Little Known Creatures of Tevat, Inazuma edition. Cute in appearance with soft doe-like bodies. Some can even take human form.
So they legitimately are just a doe-like creature.
A friendly and approachable type of yokai. Yumekui Baku help humans regulate their emotions by devouring nightmares.
Ah, and that would make sense with the idea of the Mizuki connection as well in some ways, right? Because her quest was all about dreams and devouring, or I guess, like, you know, what's the word we use? Like, not consuming, but yeah. It was doing nightmares and dreams.
That's all on page 136, if you were wondering.
Yeah, I love that they're showing, like, Prune is, like, very, like, aggressive. She has this kind of, like, personality where she has to be, like, you know, seen as, like, you know, very, like, not cool, but, like, respected, I guess, in some ways. So, like, you know, she doesn't want to ever, like, seem like she's, like, wrong as well. But, again, I think that's, like, adorable, right? It's really adorable. But then also as well, she actually is well learned. Like, she's reading, she has all this information, she studies these things. So it actually is, like, a really cool thing where it's, like, she has this very, like, outward-facing kind of, like, self-consciousness that I think kids have sometimes. Kids do have that where, like, have you ever, like, talked to, like, again, use a little cousin, like, stories where it's, like, you'll say something or whatever, and the kid will, like, be like, yeah, I know that. And you're like, okay, cool. And you're not going to be like, no, you don't. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, cool. And say, yeah, I know that. I got 20 of those. It's like, yeah, you got 20 of those for sure. You got 20 motorcycles. Yeah. It's like, oh, did you get the Switch yet? I got, like, 3 of them. It's like, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, they have to be, like, cool. You know what I mean? Because, again, I don't know if it's just a thing where, like, they see other people being cool and they want to, like, emulate that in some ways, in a lot of ways. But in Prune's case, it feels like she's trying to be, like, cool because she doesn't want anyone to think less of her. But in the process, she also has this, like, again, this really good work ethic when it comes to studying and learning different information. And she's obviously very encyclopedic when it comes to, like, all the stuff she remembers, too.
That was quite the knowledgeable introduction. We appreciate all the help so far, little ones.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. It's just making a dynamic character, right? With many facets.
Little witches. We're the Little Hexen Circle.
Oh, noted. Thank you, Little Hexen Circle.
The Little Hexen Circle is a group of very powerful witches.
As for our friend Popcorn, we discussed the situation with the Baku that patrolled the wilderness last night. And, well, the situation is a bit complicated.
Oh, yeah?
Clee, why don't you and the other little witches go play with popcorn for a bit?
Oh.
Okay, follow me, everyone.
Is Prune trying to get the other little Hexen Circle out of the way for a bit? Oh my god, they're all just going off to play as well, just right away.
Did you send them away on purpose?
For sure. For sure she sent them away.
Well, our Baku friend here did make it sound kind of serious. It's not good for kids to be exposed to the dark side of the world too early. So I thought it was better to be safe.
You're not a baby as well?
You could stand to take your own advice.
Exactly. But then again, that's what I'm saying. They're very clear in that the writing is good. Her personality is someone who like doesn't see themselves as a baby, doesn't see themselves as like the same as those other kids, sees themselves as like being like very like tough and maybe strong, and doesn't want to be perceived as not being strong. Yeah, I don't know. It's cute.
I heard that. You just have to blurt out whatever pops in your head.
It's because you care about them, huh, Prune?
Well, they would have got impatient
Oh,
and
look
run
at
off
the-
to play sooner or later. I just hurried things along.
Again, she can't be seen to be too soft either, I guess.
I'm not sure it's quite as serious as that, but allow me to explain. After Kohaku sent popcorn off with the kid, or the little witches, she found this in the area.
After Kaku sent popcorn off with the kids. Oh, she was gonna say the kids.
Okay, this is giving Paimon the creeps.
It's like a little
What is it?
it's like a ball of energy.
It's a nightmare fragment, formed from an
Ah,
accumulation of negative emotions. You can think of it as emotions materialized in physical form. Popcorn happens to bear an identical signature to this fragment. We think he must have come into contact with it and undergone a similar process of materialization.
So it forms with negative emotions, and because he came into contact with it, and it can materialize stuff into physical form, he came into contact with this and then became physical, like from imagination to physical.
Wait, so that must be why we can see him in the real world.
Exactly. Imaginary friends are, at their essence, a harmless collection of positive emotions originating from the subconscious. But under the influence of the nightmare fragment, popcorn is much less stable.
Okay. So like they're talking about like a real, essence of what imaginary friends are, I guess, in this world. Harmless collections of positive emotions, but in this case, it's he's not stable because he came into contact with this fragment. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely been pretty hot and cold. And his memories are all messed up.
There's another problem though. What about the human popcorn belongs to?
Yeah.
Popcorn.
We tried to ask him about his human during the Little Witch's tea party. He said Homura is hurt and needs help.
Based on what we know so far, it's possible Homura had a nightmare, which in turn affected popcorn, and that's how things turned out like this.
Oh, so that's how he came in contact with the actual nightmare fragment, is because they turned from positive emotions to negative emotions.
The Yumikui Baku have a way to fix this, though, right? You deal with dreams all the time. We have to help Popcorn. His human must be worried sick.
Oh, Prune.
Of course, in our experience, once a Baku consumes these negative emotions, the affected party should return to normal.
Okay.
That includes popcorn and the human suffering from the nightmares.
So it would save Homura as well. You can see Prune actually, like, of course they care as well. That's a whole part of their character as well, right? They're trying to be cooler, but they obviously have like a lot of... Which, by the way, caring is being cool, but I'm talking about what is perceived to be cool, right?
We were going to do just that. But then, we received word that there are 3 other locations with a similar signature. Here, take a look.
Oh.
That means there are 3 more of these nightmare fragments?
Then we should definitely find them for sure.
Yes, the emotions contained within are highly volatile. Devouring this one right now could make the others even more unstable.
So we need to find all of them at the same time?
It would be safe to retrieve them and devour all of them at once.
Perfect. We can do that. Let's go do it.
That's not quite where our talents as Baku lie, though. With our round bodies, short legs, and stubby hands, we can't run fast or hold
Yeah, leave it to us.
tools.
I was already suggesting we should do it too. This little creature is so cute.
Really? Oh, I can't thank you enough. Here, take this map with you. Oh, be warned though. The negative energy within the nightmare fragments might affect the surrounding environment. So pay close attention. And if you notice anything unusual, a nightmare fragment could be close.
That's good to know.
I'll gather a few other Baku, and we'll be back tomorrow with empty stomachs and the materials needed to prep the nightmare for consumption.
Right.
Oh, you need to prep it? You can't just dig in?
It's nothing special, just a bit of seasoning. Nightmares don't taste that great, so the seasoning helps them go down easier.
I mean, that just makes sense though, right? We know that when it came to Mizuki, when it came to her, like, and her encountering all the nightmares and the more negative emotions back in her story quest, it tore her apart. It was really difficult for her. So, like, you know, the idea of, like, you know, them creating a seasoning to make these nightmares go down easier is actually, like, you know, it's pleasant. It's much more pleasant.
Oh, yeah. That sounds rough.
You're right, yeah.
It's what we do. All right, I better get back to work. Kohaku will look after Popcorn in the meantime. See you tomorrow, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
So, when are we doing this thing?
Oh, Sayu was listening.
When did you get here? Paimon didn't hear a thing.
I mean, she's a ninja that goes on missions for Yaimiko, you know what I mean? So, like, she's seen a lot of stuff.
I wouldn't be a very good ninja if I didn't know how to move around without making
Capable.
noise.
Very
How
capable.
else would I sneak off to go take a nap?
That's very adorable. Yeah, but as I said, like why, like, again, we always want to protect these babies, and I'm so glad the Prune wanted to protect them too. I think it just makes perfect sense as well that Sayu would, like, you know, wouldn't have. And I'm not saying like the other guys wouldn't either, because, like, again, Chi-Chi, like, goes off by herself all the time doing, like, you know, missions for the pharmacy and all this stuff too. Yao Yao is well traveled also too. And Klee, like, is been on so many journeys with us as well. Like, she's been through so many dangers, right? But I do appreciate Prune, like, you know, trying to take care of them as well at the same time too. Even if she doesn't see herself as like a baby, she's taking care of the other babies too. But yeah, one of the first time we meet Sayu is like she's doing a mission for Yaimiko.
I even learned a new ninjutsu to help. Hidden Wachino no Jutsu!
Great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Look at this. Fantastic.
Ta-da!
Oh my god. How did you do that? How?
Ta-da!
No way. Oh, that's so cute. So what the... They took the reins off us there.
So what's the plan?
That's so
When are
funny.
we heading out?
So what happened there was, like, she did a ninjutsu that, like, brought all the other kids together. But Chi-Chi is genuinely much slower in terms of her movement and the way she moves through life. She's a much more of a brisk pace going on. So she appeared a little bit slower, just like earlier when she had the introduction. Her, like, pop-out came out slower, too. I do love how they're doing that. Like, it's very personalized.
Yeah, Popcorn is our friend. We want to do our part to help
Yeah,
him.
and as I said, Prune is great for wanting to help these gals. But these gals, especially Klee, has seen some of the craziest things you will ever see in this universe. You know what I mean? And lived to tell the tale.
Come on. We can't be bringing this many kids along. There's just too much to worry about.
We have reliable kids like you to help out.
I'm not a kid.
You are a kid.
Whatever. You can learn a lot about someone by traveling together. Might be my chance to find out about the witch's weaknesses.
Even if they do a thing where, like, the Prune goes, actually, like, I'm 2,000 years old. Prune, you were still a baby.
All right then. Let's gather our things and get a move on.
Calvin, is Nahida a baby? Nahida is a big magical baby. So what about Nahida? Nahida's a baby then? I'm telling you, Nahida is just a big, powerful baby. You know what I mean? That's what Nahida is. Nahida's just a big, magical, powerful Archon baby. That's what she is.
I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of bombs. If we run into meanies on the road, I'll blast them
Yes.
straight to space.
Hell yeah, tell him.
I have an umbrella in case it rains or gets too sunny.
Lovely.
Oh, and I prepared some herbal insect repellent for everyone.
That's perfect.
Should come in handy.
Sometimes the practical stuff is so needed.
Here, put this in your pocket, and you won't have to worry about bug bites out in the wild.
Yeah.
I have some for Prune in the Traveler, too.
I always say it's like practical stuff on, like, when you're like going on a trip, or if you're going camping or anything like that as well, like, it's like the little things that do make it more comfortable, right? And, like, being able to repel bugs that get away from you is something that, like, and you might not think it's that big of a deal, especially when you're going on an adventure, but, like, it's much nicer to go on an adventure when you don't have to think about, like, bugs biting you all the time, right?
If you fall, don't cry. Come find Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi will help apply a cold compress.
She will.
Oh, and the roads in Inazuma are kind of complicated.
So
Make sure
good.
to stick together and don't go wandering off alone. If you do get lost, just stay where you are and I'll come find you.
This is incredible. I love that these four gals and Prune like have this like sisterhood with each other, that they like support each other so much and are so happy and motivated to support each other. And again, I do think it is like the magic of like babies and kids, right? Where they like, you know, there's not really like any like negativity that comes from in that sense when they see the world in kind of much a brighter fashion, you know what I mean? Like, but I do think as well at the same time too, even if they like weren't babies, I think it's just a really nice idea of like, you know, hey, I'll help out this way, I'll help out this way. You know, it's very supportive.
We should look out for Prune and the Traveler too.
Thank you,
The
Saya.
little Hexen Circle needs to keep them safe.
Thank you so much, little Hexen Circle.
Yeah, the Traveler's always the one protecting other people. It's about time we flip this
Oh yeah,
script.
because Paimon's a little Hexen Circle too.
And in case we need an energy boost when we're out in the wild, Paimon prepped a bunch of tasty snacks we can eat on the go without getting too messy.
Absolutely perfect.
So, if anyone gets hungry, just let Paimon know.
Yeah, the little Hexen Circle, man. The 5-way little Hexen Circle. And then also, I guess Prune is joining too. Or no, Prune did decide not to join.
All right, I'm ready to head out whenever.
I'm good to go.
Based on the map our Baku friend gave us, the closest fragment should be
Chinju Forest. Let's go.
So we're looking for these negativity fragments. Oh,
This little grove is the place marked on the map, right?
I'm sorry, but it's this. Look at the little Hexen Circle, guys. Bambinos.
Yeah, I know this place. I've slept in every single tree here.
She's so proud.
It used to be number 5 on my list of best napping spots.
Only 5.
Used to be. It dropped to 7th after one of the Shrine Maidens found me.
Oh no.
All right, let's split up and look around. It'll be more efficient.
We have a lot of stroke and pull in this world now. Can we not just go to the Shrine Maidens and say leave her alone?
I'm a pretty good climber, so I can search one of the trees. Sayu can take another, and the rest...
Come on, Prune, let's race! We'll start from here and see who can find the clues the fastest.
Aww.
Wait! I wasn't done talking! Come on! It'll be good to stretch those muscles.
I feel like it's almost as well they're like helping her be a kid as well, because she's so like uptight and like kind of wants to like kind of be this like more grown up type character, right? It's really cute that just like, you know, like let's forget about that. Let's just run, you know? It's very sweet. They're actually having a race. Look at Klee. Klee is taking this
Count
seriously.
us down, okay, Traveler?
This is a dopamine rush amongst dopamine rushes, guys. It is the sweetness amongst sweetness. It is like, I literally feel like after this, I will go to the doctors and get a test for diabetes.
Stick close to me, Chi-Chi.
Paimon, carry me!
Paimon not so sure about that.
Again, that's such a kid thing to do as well. Like, oh, you can do this, you can carry me. Because if Paimon again, Klee's bigger than Paimon. You know, she's taller than Paimon.
I've got this. The Yoo-Hoo Art Mad Dash technique has never failed
Let's
me.
go, Sayu. This is the sweetest, the most adorable thing ever. I'm dying.
I have to go along with this craziness?
Well, you're already in the line to race. Get set, go.
Charge!
Gigi. Oh, Gigi.
That's it. I can't lose to some kid.
Oh, no, Gigi.
Huh? What are you still standing
And
there
now you
for?
went back as well for her.
Here, grab onto me.
Oh, I'm gonna die. She went back for her. I'm going to die. Death is coming. I really love this element of like also like, you know, like in a way like playing with Prune here is also like letting Prune like let down her like, you know, her hair a little bit, even though she probably says she doesn't like to do it. She's getting to be a kid like the other kids, right?
Gonna blow them all up!
Blow 'em up.
Put on the brakes there, Klee. Monster be bombed, Klee be doomed. Remember?
Look, everyone needs a hobby, you know? People always be stopping girls' hobbies, you know what I mean? And now she's only a baby and you're already stopping her hobbies, you know?
But we're not in Mondstadt.
True. Fact.
Which means it's even more important to follow the rules, right? If you want to keep going on adventures, you need to show the knights how well behaved you are, even when they're not around.
I guess that's true, but like I just feel like, you know, in the modern day and age, like, you know, not letting any girl have a hobby is very silly.
well behaved. I want to go on all the adventures with the little witches.
It'd be very cute if there was more like little hex and circle stuff.
Then how about you search around the bottom of the tree, and Paimon will fly to the top and have a look.
Okay, be careful, Paimon. I'll be careful too.
So we're having these like little fun conversations too. Yeah, and I understand, by the way, I said this last time too, like, you know, with the whole stuff with like when I'm like Klee blow up stuff, you know what I mean? I'm always like have that mentality, but like I also understand that, like, for example, like with Jean wants Klee to become like a really good part of like society, right? Where when she grows up, she can like, you know, be, you know right from wrong, and she knows all this like, you know, things about the world. And like, whilst it is more fun to let Klee just blow up stuff, I totally understand why, like, you know, Paimon and Jean are also like being like, hey, maybe don't do that, maybe don't do this, you know, even though it's very funny. Like, you also have to understand the other side of it, where it's like, for Klee, if Klee was just raised by Alice, yes, Klee would grow up to be very powerful and she would be very loved. But I think Jean being her other mother and everyone else being her parent as well in Mondstadt is the reason why she's going to grow up with a lot of love, but also to be like just one of the nicest and most like pleasant people in the world, you know? I feel like that's just what it is. Look up. Oh, Prune.
Man, this tree is kind of tough to climb. Good thing I got plenty of experience climbing roofs and not cry. Never thought that'd come in handy here. The Baku said to look for things that seem off or out of place. Let's see.
Okay. We're just seeing like everyone just doing their part as well. Look up. Is Sayu gonna be sleeping in the tree? Oh, poor little Sayu.
This spot is as comfortable as ever. Makes me super sleepy. No, wake up!
I want to say as well that like legitimately, I have this problem too now, because I'm like so energized. I have so much energy like throughout the entire day. But like, I don't know if it's a mentality thing or if it's like a psychological thing, but if I tell my body to like relax, not tell it like relax right now, but you know when you like give a signal to your body to relax, where like say when I get into bed, right? And usually when I get into bed, like, you know, I have like, you know, I'd like to turn on like a show or something to watch like while you're in bed. It's kind of cozy, you know what I mean? Like, I watch like a K-drama or something like that, you know what I mean? Or watch a YouTube video or something like that, you know? Watch a YouTube review or a Smosh video. But like, all of a sudden I go from being so energized, as soon as I get into bed, it's like this thing where like my brain just goes, whoop, you're done. And then like my eyes start going, oh, I can't even keep them open. It was the same thing like when I'd be out like doing like work and stuff, I guess, when I was like, you know, even when I was younger, like I'd be so energized throughout the whole workday. Like nothing could stop me. I'd be so like ready to do everything. I can do everything. And then like as soon as I passed the threshold of my doorway and sat down on the couch, my body just said, yeah, you're done. All of a sudden, it's like a switch. I think it is a psychological thing, right? Where your body then goes, okay, we can relax, you know? So again, if I went up into this tree as well and like just to like, you know, I would probably like, the second I start relaxing, I'd be done.
Right, I brought mint. That'll help me wake up.
Aww.
The sooner we find this fragment, the sooner I can sleep.
That's a good mentality. That's a good mentality. I had that mentality too sometimes when I'd be going to like, you know, when I had a bad job. This job is the best in the world. When I had a bad job, not a bad job, you know, a job that like is tougher, because I think, you know, like I play video games for a living with you guys. Like legitimately, like it is a fantastic job. Factually so. Like even like the nicest of like retail jobs are legitimately like, you know, tougher. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like, I remember hearing those like things where the streamers like, you don't know what it's like actually to be a YouTuber and a streamer. It's like really frickin', it's much harder. And it's like, at the end of the day, no matter how much work we put into it, and again, I will be like editing videos until like sometimes like 11 p.m. I'll be like always like, you know, doing stuff for the channel. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We still get to do something that is like our passion and something we love, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, 100%. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's like, this is like, a great job. It's absolutely fantastic, honestly.
Oh, that running was pretty tiring, huh, Chi-Chi? We can take a little break if you want.
Sorry, I went off topic talking about like the soapbox things, but like what I was gonna say was I think that for me, what I used to do was like if I had to get through the day, I'd be like, I'd wake up in the morning and be like, when you go home you can sleep, You know what I mean? But I never would. You know, when you guys at the tour, you're like, if you get up now, by the time you get home, you can just get back right back into bed. And I'd get up and I'd be like, okay, I'd do my work day and I'd come home and I'd be like, I kind of want to do stuff, you know?
Chi-Chi isn't tired. You're sweating, Yo-Yo. Here, Chi-Chi will wipe it off.
They're just the best of friends, aren't they? They're just really, really good friends.
Dr. Baiju says sweating makes it easy to catch a cold. Gotta get dry.
Is that true, by the way?
fast.
I didn't know that.
You remembered all that? Oh, make way for Boo Boo Pharmacy's little helper
Hell
people.
yeah, she's so supportive. She's so supportive.
No, it was in my notes. Right next to find nightmare fragments.
Nightmare fragments.
Oh, that spelling is a bit... you know
Oh
what?
my
We'll
God.
fix that later. Let's focus on the fragments. Gotta put our herb picking and radish harvesting skills to good use.
Everyone needs a friend like Yao Yao, man. Like she's so sweet with them Chi-Chi. She's so sweet.
Huh? A giant tail? That can't be right.
What the hell? Wait, what? Did you grab it? Prune yanks the tail, exciting. Everyone takes notice and gathers around. Oh, it's Kadada! Oh, two tails, yeah. Poor Kadada.
Traveler, Paimon! Seeing you, I feel much more awake. Oh, and who are these kids? Friends of yours, I'm guessing? Nice to meet
Sai was
you.
already asleep. Kadada's a great design as well. One of the best designs in Genshin.
Hello, Miss Cat Lady. We're little
Miss
witches.
Cat Lady.
What brings you here, Kirara?
Well, she got yanked down out of a tree.
Oh, it was a pretty light day delivery-wise, so I came here to sharpen my claws. Must have dozed off at some point, and then someone yanked my tail.
That's terrible, man. You're just trying to relax and someone yanks your tail.
Sorry about that. It kind of seemed like something we were searching for.
Okay. Yeah, there's the apology.
You're a Nekomata, right? That was in the little-known creatures of Inazuma, too. On page, Whoa! You remember the page number for this one, too? Shoot, I forgot. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, I could give you a ball of yarn to make it up to you.
That, by the way, adds to the theory and the idea of what we said before, that like she very much clearly wants to be perceived as being very smart as well, right? Not because she's not smart or she's dumb or anything, but because she wants to keep up appearances, right? And we saw that here with here now. It's like, oh, I don't remember the page. It's like, don't look at me, you know?
Oh, yarn?
Oh, she loves yarn.
No need. You just startled me, that's all. It's not a big
I love
deal.
that she's actually into cat stuff, which you get, you know, her mode of travel is a box.
But you sure know a lot, huh, kid?
I'm not a... Never mind.
Very defensive.
Have you noticed anything strange around here, Kirara?
Well... I usually like to nap under that tree over there, but for some reason it felt off today, so I decided to sleep in this tree instead.
So maybe there's something about this tree.
All right, you guys can keep chatting. I'll go check it out.
Prune's all business. Or at least they try to be all business. Yeah, this is such a lovely mission.
Miss Nekomata, can you recommend some other good napping
Oh,
spots?
some secret spots.
Well, the cardboard box is always good. Or a grandmother's lap.
A grandmother's lap.
Miss Cat Lady, I know another cat person, but she only has one tail. Is she gonna get another when she grows up?
Diona?
I doubt it. Unless she's also a yokai from the Nekomata clan.
But again, that's the curiosity from a kid, right? To be like, oh, did I associate this with this, right?
What's the difference between a yokai and a
I
yasya?
love this. They're crowding around this new adult that they found and they're asking all these questions. They are babies.
What's a yaoxie?
Oh, it's a kind of evil monster. You know, Chi-Chi, I bet it's like the difference between a good yokai and a bad yokai. Just like how there are good people and bad people. That's right! Kirara's a super nice yokai, just like the Dough King.
She's lovely. She's so lovely. Yeah, Kirara's design is also just like really incredible as well. Like, it's so inspired. Like, the cattails, even the color coding with the blue is so beautiful as well. She was always great. She was in the Chiori story quest, wasn't she? I believe so.
Yep, looks like there's a nightmare fragment here. Let's store it for now. We should press on to the next location.
Let's go. Better take our time. No, yeah, we're ready, right?
All right. The next location is to the east of Konda Village. I've got it memorized, so let's move.
I thought we were moving there for a second. Yeah, no, like this is cool. We're just going to different locations, and if Karara showed up, that means there's a possibility that we're probably gonna see other characters,
All
right?
right. After last time, we're all clear on what we need to do, right? Let's split up and investigate the area. If you find something, just give a shout, okay? All clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I love the prunes taking over the leadership of this thing as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Gigi just a little bit late. You're doing great, Gigi. You're doing great.
I didn't mean to make it sound like I was bossing you around,
It's
Traveler.
okay.
Well, dismissed.
It's perfectly fine. I love it. She has this like reverence to the traveler because she's probably she's talking about like his skills and how she wants to learn from him. But like legitimately, if you can take the lead and people appreciate you taking the lead, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing whatsoever. Sometimes you need leadership, you know. It can genuinely be a thing where like it feels sometimes like you're like things can be a little bit wild or disorienting. So like to have like it be like that you can actually. Oh, everyone's like, oh, they're actually running around, nothing here. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, look at this. It feels so natural. But yeah, she shouldn't. Oh my god, look, she's doing her ninja skills. She shouldn't feel bad about taking the leadership because sometimes somebody has to, right? Somebody has to take the leadership. It's like a group project where like everyone has to work together, but sometimes people have to take the initiative to be like, hey guys, come on, let's do some stuff, you know?
Huh. It's just a lavender melon.
I'll take a lavender melon. Lavender melon also always look really tasty.
Ooh, Mora! Quick, pick it up!
To put some in Paimon's boot.
Honorary Knight! Paimon, Prune, over here!
You found something, Clee?
Find something?
Yeah, something huge! A bunch of bugs in a line! I've never seen something like this before!
Oh my god, and look at them all together. I know like you could say, well, Calvin, actually like, they're actually going out on these big adventures and kids don't do that and all this stuff too. But I do love even amongst like, the kids being involved in these very serious stories sometimes, they also like take the time to always let them be kids. You know what I mean? For sure.
Me neither.
Like Beatles, right?
Wow. Oh, these are Oni Kabuto. They're all over Inazuma.
In Master's Garden, I saw ants do something like this before. But if they're moving to a new home, why aren't they carrying anything?
Strange. Oni Kabuto are typically nocturnal creatures. During the day, they usually hide in cool, shady places like bushes or between rocks to avoid predators.
Right?
You sure know a lot, Prune.
And they're like seated there listening to us. Well, that's what I'm talking about. They appreciate someone who has knowledge, right? Because the kids love to learn, They love to find out new things. And they love to, and again, some kids also love to give information out too as well. But yeah, they're appreciating this so much as well.
Their diet consists of tree sap
Oh.
and wild fruit. Given
Great
that
animation.
they're nocturnal, you have a higher chance of encountering them at night.
What's so yeah, look at this. Oh, I like the smile as well. You learn something new every day, huh? And again, that's the thing. She's self-conscious about people thinking she's smart, which she clearly is smart. She's learned. She learns about all this stuff as well. But she's found like these kids who are like her, who like want to learn more, and she wants to like also like in some ways be perceived as being smart. She's found her calling.
You can say that again.
Oh my God, Ito. It's not been a while. We saw him recently during the Linnaeus story quest, but it's still great to see you. It's still fantastic to see you. And he's sitting there with them as well.
What are you doing here?
We meet again, Lavender Melon. Hey, I'm out here looking for an Oni Kabuto upgrade. Bigger, stronger. You know the
Oh,
deal.
with the cove.
Never stop the grind, am I right? What about you? Whoa, wait a second. We've got ourselves a whole patch of little Lavender Melons here. I know.
Oh, I love that association with like how little they are.
You must be out here playing make-believe, huh? Well, I happen to be free as a bird. Want me to join?
Yeah, you can play play a mean old demon king with great
Oh, how's he
big
gonna respond to
horns.
this?
Old, huh? You sure about that?
Quick, everyone hide! Cover your heads! If he gives you a noogie, you'll never
What?
get
That's
taller.
what the name of the game is?
You guys run! Paimon will hold him off! Listen here, bullchucker! You wanna get to them? You have to go through
Oh,
Paimon
this is
first.
so fun. This is so fun. I'm smiling from ear to ear right now, guys.
Flying lavender melon's got a feisty side, huh?
Feisty.
Well, guess you'll just have to be the first victim. Uh-oh, Noogie
Oh,
incoming!
and he's so charming, right? Because again, Ito is like so childish and kind of like very crazy sometimes, but he definitely gives off the energy of the uncle that like, you know, is always like has time for the kids, you know?
Then, Little Witch Paimon curses you to lose 10,000 mora every time you give a noogie!
Oh, and she's a little witch. Oh my god.
Oh, well, good thing I'm sitting pretty with nothing but a cool 500 mora in my pocket.
Yeah. You can't lose if you don't have it. Oh my god, I love Ito so much. That's so funny. He's like bragging about not having money.
Shoot! Wrong strategy!
Whoa, slow down there, little lavender melons, or you're gonna trip. You know what? Because I'm cool like that, I'll give you a 10-second head
This
start.
is so fun. I'm so euphorically happy right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah,
9, 10.
he's such a child himself. He's such a child himself. Kids will be kids, am I right? Our only friend happens to be a kid at heart. I agree. I think again, I do think he is that like uncle that like, you know, at a party that has like a bouncing castle or something. He's the one throwing the kids onto the thing, you know. And there's someone going like, please be careful with them. It's like, they're kids. They'll bounce back, you know. He seems like that type of person.
Wait, I know. The weird behavior of the Onikabuto is a clue. They would never venture out during the day.
Ah.
Unless something happened to their original habitat. In other words, we just need to follow their migration back to the source. Yep, it's here. Come on, let's pick it up. That just leaves one more. We're so close.
Do you get the feeling that I get with the Trout when he's looking at Prune? I think Prune, he definitely can tell Prune is like obviously like, you know, was fibbing earlier. He can definitely tell Prune was kind of like is kind of a bit like not self-conscious, but like definitely wants to like kind of be perceived as someone who's like, you know, smart and doesn't want to be seen as someone who doesn't know stuff or whatever. You know, and I think there is like a little bit of like, oh my god, she's actually like doing really well, you know, because that's what they're showing here. While she is the type of character that's like, you know, like, oh, don't look at me like that and don't talk to me like that. I'm not a kid and all this stuff too. There is a thing where it's like Traveler's noticing too, like she knows her stuff. She does her research, and she's also being really effective here too.
Please, the little witches were the ones who noticed
come
the
on.
Onikabuto. They deserve the
It's okay
credit.
to take some credit for stuff.
Only kids are obsessed with bugs like that. I doubt I would have even spotted them.
So looking at the world from the child's perspective might not be such a bad idea. Yeah, you notice more stuff, right? You become you're more to me attuned with the idea of discovery, right?
That's not the point.
The world hasn't broken you down yet.
We have a job to finish. Let's call everyone back. We should head to the next location.
You gotten used to working with them, huh?
Well, we can't just leave them here with that Oni. He doesn't exactly strike me as a responsible adult.
Let the kids finish playing first. So do I actually get to see them playing? Oh my god, are they hiding
Time
from
to
him?
If that mean demon king with horns finds us, I'm gonna blow him up.
Not get ahead of ourselves. It's not that bad.
He's about to get a really bad awakening here. But something is about to happen, so they're all like hiding from him now as well, okay. How are you doing, Ito?
Man, I can't find him anywhere. Who would have thought these little lavender melons would be tougher to spot than an Onikabuto?
Yeah, they're very good at hiding. Where's I can't see any more of them. Oh, there's Sayu, of course.
You can't see me. You can't see
Well,
me.
Ito definitely can't. Where's Chi-Chi and Yao Yao then? I imagine maybe around... No, that's too far. Or it's not too far. They could be in that location as well. Yeah, this is a really sweet sequence. Maybe up top here? Yes.
Chi-Chi doesn't care about getting taller. Yao-Yao can stand behind me. Chi-Chi will protect.
Aw, Chi-Chi returning the favor for all the help.
We're both gonna get taller. That's a promise.
Because the nuggies, yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Just really sweet stuff. And again, that's like the type of kids you... If you get caught, like, you know, you're gonna be smelly, you know? That type of stuff.
After watching them for a while, seriously.
Oh,
all
sorry.
you have
I
to
thought
do
it was
to
going to be
find
the
them
same
is
text
get
before.
some high ground. Not that I'm invested in this game.
You are!
Just find me when we're ready to go. In the meantime, I'm gonna do some reading.
Again, very learned, but like again, she has the thing where she kind of wants to be part of the kids group as well. After watching for a while, honestly, the only guy seems like the biggest kid of them all. True, yeah, 100%.
Let's see. Our last stop is the beach north of Konda Village. Time to go.
Yeah, it's just like I love the idea of Prune as a character of someone who like wants to be seen as very like, you know, serious and adult, right? But also like is a baby and wants to be a part of the kids group as well, right? That's what it is. It's very cute. It's very, very cute.
Alright, this is the last location. Where should we start looking? Huh? A group of monsters? Well, that seems a bit obvious.
It's very much more obvious than before, for sure, yeah.
It's just a few slimes. I'll deal with them.
Oh my god, look, the hammer as well.
Come on, little witches. Let's give Prune a
Oh,
hand.
because they all have powers. Like, they all have visions.
Good luck. Paimon will cheer you on from the sidelines. And don't think that's Paimon being unhelpful. We've been through tons of tough battles, and cheering people on is always super important.
True.
You could even say it's the key to victory. Right, Traveler?
Of course, this looks like it'll be a fierce battle. I'll supervise you. Got this, everyone. I love that we're letting them do it themselves, right? The little Hexen Circle. But are we actually going to get to play as them now?
Go, Queen, go!
Oh my god, what? It's legitimately like the entire little Hexen Circle. No. Her move is a hammer hit?
That's gonna be so strong. Gotta
Wait,
figure out the
so
right
no matter what
counter
weapon you use, do you
strategy.
actually gotta like,
That's the spirit crown!
do you actually get to use the hammer? Like, will it show up as the hammer, I guess, is what I'm saying. Oh. Hammered home. I definitely want to kind of like see if that's the case. Because if that's the case, I think it'd be really fun to level her up as well. Yeah.
Wow! Your teamwork was amazing! You came in like whoosh, and then went all bam bam, and then
The roly-poly.
pow! The monsters didn't stand a chance!
True.
You weren't bad either, Paimon. Your voice was nice and loud. Impressive fighting, everyone!
Little witches are just awesome like that.
I love that it's also like, you know, Prune doesn't want to... she's not being totally part of the group, but like the little Hexen Circle are like, you're part of the group.
That tuckered me out.
Hungry.
Auntie Cloud Retainer said it's not good to wander around in the wild after
True,
dark.
very true.
This is the last fragment, right? Let's pick it up and head back.
Yeah, like even like moments like that as well, where like they all work together to like kind of like fight against like these creatures or whatever as well. You can feel like the camaraderie between them. And also again, like we talk about the sweetness of the story. I can't be like overstated all the time. Like how just like again the sisterhood that they all have with each other. It's so adorable and so you know, pure and. I think that's what's so cool about, again, the Prune story so far, which is just like you see these girls being like, yeah, Prune's like, I'll do this. And they're like, no, we're doing it together. You know, they accept Prune even though like they don't know that Prune is like fighting to not be accepted in some ways, you know?
Whoa! Look at all this food! Did you guys do this for us?
There's the snacks we prepared, huh? You discussed the day's events over a delicious meal. Collecting the nightmare fragments was smoother than expected and was a lot more fun. Perhaps it's just the effect of little witches being together.
Popcorn, we spoke to the Dough King, and we're gonna get you back to normal tomorrow.
Yeah, and once Homura's nightmare gets eaten, she'll get better too.
Then
friends could come out and play too.
Ooh, Mom's magic can do that.
I mean, if you told me Alice could literally, like, you know, pick up the entirety of Tevat, spin it around, and put it through a basketball hoop, I would believe you.
Have you learned that one yet, Klee?
No. All I know is the introduction magic for the little witches.
And you're doing so well.
I bet Master, Auntie Cloud Retainer, and Uncle Mountain Shaper could do it. They all have those super impressive Adepti abilities.
Yeah, Adepti are pretty powerful too. I just think that, like, you know, if in a your dad could beat a my dad whole situation, I believe Alice could beat the Adepti.
My sensei definitely could too. A great ninja can do anything.
But this is so childlike too, where it's like my dad could do this, my mom could do this, you know.
What about you, Traveler? Could you do something like that?
Not a chance. We know our limitations.
Yeah. Guess Paimon has a lot to learn from the other little witches, huh? All the imaginary friends hanging out together. Just thinking about it is interesting.
Does Paimon have one too?
An imaginary friend?
Nope. But Paimon already has someone to keep her company. Someone she can talk to no matter what.
Aww.
The Traveler.
Paimon is the best travel buddy I could ask for. Easily.
What about you, Prune? Do you have an imaginary friend? Of course. He's my best friend. His name is Descartes. He's a puppy and he's super
Oh,
adorable.
lovely, okay.
Just like you.
I guess if you think I'm cute, then sure.
Yeah, if there's one thing that can wear, look, she's so happy about it. If there's one thing that can wear down the walls of somebody, it's Klee's adorableness. You know what I mean?
Well, we're just about done here, right? We should all get some rest. I'll walk you back.
Yeah, I'm overloaded with just how adorable this is.
You should stay with us, Prune. The Shrine Maiden lady got us a
Sleepover.
huge room. We've been staying there together these past few days, and there's more than enough
That sounds so
space.
sweet.
Yeah. We even had a pillow fight last night.
Well, I already have my own accommodation, so...
Come on, Prune. Play with
Aw.
us. Pretty please.
And this is all, look at even Sayu's doing. If Sayu's doing that, you have to as well. But and again, as I said, the story of Prune here is a character who doesn't want to be accepted, but is fighting it because I feel like, again, she doesn't want to be seen as one of the other kids because she feels like she's maybe a little bit tougher than that as well, you know? It's quite adorable.
Fine. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, part 2. This is quite short. Okay. I was actually thinking I'd have to do this over 2 days. We might be able to do it all today. Yeah, that's cool though. That's fine, especially since it's there's a lot in it as well. Yeah, just it's an overload of sweetness. It's so adorable. And it's one of those things where it's not this heavy. As you talk about, there's not this big heavy lore, heavy story, or heavy thing that we have to understand or comprehend. It's emotions, right? And it's little kids being little kids, and they're being adorable, and we get to just laugh and smile and have such a joyous time with these characters as well. And I really do love the introduction of Prune. I think they're actually doing a good job of creating a character here, as you said, who feels kind of is very smart, is very learned, is working very hard to improve their skills. But obviously is a little bit. I don't know if we said the word self-conscious, but self-conscious might be the word we could use for it. At least wants to be perceived as something it doesn't want to be one. It's like a kid that's growing up and doesn't want to be with the other kids, or I'm more, it feels like they're more grown up now. But the reality is the joys of being a kid still appeal to Prune as well. It's a really sweet idea for a story. It really is. Yeah, I thought I didn't know how long it was going to be. I did hear that someone said it's quite it's shorter, but I didn't know it was going to be this short. Because for me, shorter can sometimes still mean 55 hours in my time.
All right, we're all set. The Baku have been fasting all night, so we should be able to get rid of this nightmare no problem.
These are the fragments we collected.
The scent matches what we found earlier. Yep, these are the ones. Here goes nothing.
Hey! Looks like Popcorn is back to normal.
Finally, I don't feel so dizzy anymore.
They can remember. Do they remember?
I remember now. I remember everything. Thank you for keeping me company these past few days and helping Homura overcome her nightmare.
That's really nice to hear.
Our pleasure. How did you get separated from Homura anyway? Aren't imaginary friends supposed to live inside kids' heads?
Well, actually, Homura is all grown up now. Her work's been so busy and stressful. She can't even sleep most nights. And when she finally found some time to relax out in nature, she had a nightmare the minute she tried to take a nap.
So she's a little older, and like I guess like the effects of work. Is that the gal we saw at the start? Remember the lady we saw at the start with the bags under her eyes?
I just wanted to give her a chance to rest. So I tried to get rid of the nightmare by going inside of it and beating up all the things tormenting her.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
But then, I got swept up in a massive storm, and when Homura woke up, an ominous-looking shard was left behind right where she was sleeping.
The nightmare fragment.
Yeah, so I tried to smash it to pieces.
Guess Popcorn's temper wasn't just the nightmare talking.
I mean, they're very supportive though, right? As well, right? They're very supportive.
No, but it definitely made it more extreme.
But I failed again. Then I got super dizzy and, well, you know the rest.
Yeah, but it's still very nice what you did, and like you can tell that you care so much about her as well. You can tell.
Well, we got rid of all the nightmare fragments, right? So is the problem solved?
Homura is free from the nightmare, but her psychological state is still abnormal. In fact, the problem could be quite serious. While digesting the fragments just now, the Baku sensed that there was no attempt from Homura to overcome the emotions contained within them.
Oh yeah?
Which is a sign of emotional numbness.
Oh, maybe it is like the hard work that she's been going through and all this stuff too has made her numb to this stuff.
She hasn't given a sincere smile in ages. She doesn't let her imagination run wild like she did as a kid, or think up crazy scenes in her head. I can't encourage her through her imagination like I used to. All I can do is watch her lose her spark.
That's so painful, right? From the perspective of an imaginary friend who wants nothing but to like help. You know, the person who was their kid, right?
When someone gives up on seeking and relishing in their own happiness, negative emotions can become all-consuming. And if that happens...
That's sad. That's really sad, though, right? And we know that happens in life as well, right? Where life gets you down so much that like you just kind of like just go through the motions at that point.
What? If that happens, then what?
We see patients like this a lot at the clinic. On the outside, it might seem like nothing is wrong. But on the inside, a sense of emptiness begins to take over, until the person loses the capacity to recognize beauty in the world.
That's horrible. That's horrible, especially like since this whole quest has kind of been the theme of like, you know, how kids kind of see the world in a very beautiful way, like, and they're very open, they very, you know, even the stuff with the Beatles and like, you know, they notice stuff that people would notice as well. I think there definitely is a theme here about like, you know, growing up and like the world getting you down and, you know, work being so painful. And yeah, it definitely is a theme here, I would say.
As one of our patients put it, it's not that I'm gone, it's the knowledge that my inner child is never coming back.
Jesus, what if I die? What the hell? That's so painful. It's the oh my god. And here's the thing, right? I get that sometimes too, where I love like my life and I love myself and all this stuff, right? I love being myself in my current version, right? I love it. And here's the thing, like I don't care if like that sounds in any way arrogant to somebody, you know what I mean? I think it's good to have that thing where it's like I'm happy where I am, right? I'm happy at where I am. But also at the same time too, I wouldn't be lying if like I didn't like hear you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh theme, right? Even when I rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel this thing of like, man, the world was so much simpler when like I was just playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the schoolyard, you know what I mean? It's just it's that feeling, of course.
No! I have to
Yeah,
help
that
her.
numbness is so painful, man. I haven't experienced that myself, like the idea of not being able to see beauty in the world like that, but I can only imagine how painful it would be.
Where did she go? Will she be back for dinner?
Oh.
No, Chi-Chi. That was just a metaphor.
Yeah.
Or, personification? One of the two.
Who says she can't come back? Sometimes, after I get let out of confinement, I dash off so fast, even Master Jean can't catch
Again,
me.
it's that bright eye. It's definitely a theme. It's 100% a theme. There's a reason why there's all kids in this story. There's a reason.
But then, Dodoko reminds me that that's a surefire way to get sent back to confinement, so I turn around and
The
go
image of
back.
Klee running out from confinement, and then like turn around and being like, okay, you know, I gotta go back.
Well, there's a more literal take, but Paimon thinks the logic still applies.
Yeah, I think so too. If anyone has a chance of getting through to her, it'd be Popcorn, right?
Right.
It's
Also,
true. I'd
I'm
hate for
putting
her
the
to
controller
get
down.
to the point of needing professional help. If she can work through these problems on her own, even better.
But Popcorn said Hamura hasn't thought about him in ages. She's not going to be able to hear him or talk to him.
Which is why our first priority is to get her to remember him.
I have to find Hamura. I have to help
He
her.
really cares about her a lot.
Wait, don't just run off.
The little Hexen Circle wants to help too.
Yeah. Of course you guys do. Yeah, like I do think that the themes of this whole thing have been really, really great. The idea of like the innocence of these kids, like, you know, was obviously very comedic and very fun, but then also like, you know, talking about the idea of like how when you get older, you know, you kind of can lose that like, you know, perception of the beauty in the world. The world can get you down and break you down to the point that you don't want to see beauty in this world anymore. Like, it's not by accident that we have a group of kids that are like, you know, looking at the world in such a magical and gorgeous way, and then we have a story about an adult who no longer can see the world in that way, you know?
Popcorn's over there.
And the traveler talking about the benefits of being a kid,
the
right?
proposal you submitted still
Oh, he's
has
trying his best.
issues. It needs to be more creative. It needs that spark. Back to the drawing board.
Oh my god, they're all like hunkered down behind the tree.
Your ideas were so good when you first started working here. What happened? You know how crucial this pitch is for us.
Jesus.
We value your work, but you need to get your head in the game.
But this is already the 12th draft.
Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ. Can you not see that she's...
Understood.
Any single person could look at her face and say something is up, right? Even if you don't want to pry into like mental stuff or like something that's happened in their emotions, like you could be like, you know, listen, if there is something going on, you don't have to tell me exactly what's happening because I'm your boss. That's not what our relationship is. But if there is something going on, please let me know so I can like, you know, accordingly react to this situation as well. Is there something getting you down? Are you tired? You know, again, you don't have to let me know exactly. You know what I mean? But like, I'm sorry, I know like you could say it's Genshin just exaggerating it, but look at her like.
Wait, that's Homura? Isn't that the girl we met outside of Isa Bathhouse
Yeah.
a few days ago?
It is.
That person Popcorn keeps ramming into must be her boss. It doesn't seem like either of them can see him.
Homura still doesn't remember Popcorn. So, she can't see him.
Guess she doesn't wear her hair in pigtails now that she's all grown up, huh?
Yeah. I love the inflection of Chi-Chi as well. See him.
Well, long hair is a lot of work.
Oh my god.
And no more flowery dresses either.
Oh, they're talking about like, you know, when you get older and things change, right, as well, right? The cutting of the hair, the not wearing as much. Which again, by the way, you can wear flowery dresses as adults. They are beautiful as well. I want to make that clear, but I think they're trying to like do more of like a symbolic thing of like, you know, flowery, kind of like very free flowing kind of like idea of like flowers, you know? The long hair, even though again, as an adult, you can have long hair as well, but again, it's symbolic, more of a case of just like things are easier to handle if you cut them, you know, short, you know?
Well, my mom says pants are easier to work in. But I suppose it's just a matter of wearing what's comfortable.
There's an exhibition being held in a few days. You need to find some time and show the client around. Take good care of him, all right? Our orders for the next year depend on it.
Can you not? Do you not see that she looks like she's about to fall face first into the dirt?
Oh, and draw up a diagram.
Oh.
You're always doodling something or other, aren't you? Doesn't need to look that impressive up close. Just enough to impress the client during the
Oh
presentation.
my god! And people who always like give those commissions always say that, yeah, just do a little doodle. And it's like, well, I decide how much work a doodle is. You know what I mean? I decide that. Jesus Christ, dude!
Draw up a sketch.
Shut up!
The actual content doesn't matter. Just make it look good. We'll change it later, depending on the client's feedback.
Oh my god! Can I go over and just like headbutt him?
Man, that workload is triggering my fight or flight. Or just flight, to be honest.
No, but legitimately, it is a lot, and especially if you're already worn down, it's a lot, and it's already pressure upon pressure.
Come on, Hamura! Stand up for yourself!
Yeah. Well, see, it's difficult because again, like you know, people have to make a living as well, right?
Of course.
Like it's so hard. It's so hard. But then you have bosses like that will take advantage of the workers.
Oh, come on! Where's that explosive temper you had as a kid? Like in that poem you wrote.
It's even like the idea of forgetting the emotions you had, right, as a kid too.
Wait, that's it. The poem. We can use that to remind her of her childhood and get her to remember popcorn.
That's a really good idea.
Bring on the tear bugs. Bring on the booger beast.
Oh my god, and they're all saying it.
Nastier in your face. One punch sends them to outer space.
Gigi did it on time as well.
Give them one great monstrous whack. Wait, what comes next? Sayu? Shoot. I think I dozed off during that part.
Give him one great monstrous
Let's go.
whack. Then stuff him in a big old sack.
Lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I've got a sack with your name on it.
Yeah, get him. Get him. Beat him up. Jump him.
Hey,
Get him.
wait.
Get him. Kick him in the shin.
What is it?
Get him.
Confused about
Oh,
something?
confused about something. You're about to get beaten up.
I think you're the one who's confused.
Yes.
Your feedback changes from one moment to the next.
Yes.
You don't even know what you want, but
Yes.
somehow you expect me to read your mind?
Yes.
Maybe if you actually thought things through,
Yes.
we wouldn't have to redo them.
Yes. Be clear with your instructions, huh?
You want me to make the decisions? Fine. Then don't micromanage.
Exactly.
Me. You nitpick everything I do just
Tell
to complain
'em.
again when I change it.
Tell
you talk
'em.
about a lack of creativity, but I don't see you coughing up ideas.
Exactly. You have no creativity in you, boy. You have nothing.
You say the company values me?
Let's go.
Really? Because I work myself into the ground every day, and do I even get a free cup of coffee to
Yes.
keep myself awake? No! I buy it myself.
Exactly. Oh, we value you. What? We're a family. Here's a pizza party.
Of course, we plan to reward our hard workers
Oh, do
with
ya?
several levels.
Oh, yeah, reward them.
I'm not done.
Tell him.
You want to talk about
Tell 'em.
rewards? Because it seems like you just reward us with more work.
Yep.
Half the work I do is outside my job
Yep.
description.
Headbutt him. Beat him up.
I'm not a machine. You can't just wind me up and keep me running forever.
Exactly. 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 Doofus.
I'm overworked. I don't get enough sleep. I can't keep going on like
Exactly. Exactly.
this. You're my boss. If I can't have your mentorship and guidance, the least you could do is create a suitable working environment.
Yes, something that's that is livable. That won't kill you.
Oh, and drawing is what I do for fun. Not another thing you get to use to order me around, so just
Yes, throw the book at him.
shut up!
Yes! Oh no, it didn't hit his head.
Okay, you're upset.
You're upset.
I see that, and you're right. I put too much on your plate. I'm sorry.
Don't just say sorry. Do something.
You should take some time to relax and recharge.
Whoa.
How about a 3-month paid vacation?
That is I'm afraid you'll sue me vacation.
Huh?
That's I'm afraid you're gonna literally sue the company vacation.
Ah, of course. Put my Mora where my mouth is, right? I'll add on a 3 months bonus. A 3 months bonus. 3 months bonus.
Whoa, this
3
is-
months bonus. 3 months bonus.
Oh, Mora.
Everything okay?
Oh, she was just imagining that. Oh, I'm so upset, man. Oh, can we just jump him now? Then we can take him behind the. Actually, we'll bring out the Rain Shogun and said he committed crimes against the capital. Can we? Oh.
Yes.
That's the biggest bummer ever. I was so proud of her. Can we literally, like, all we have to do is, like, I could hide it. I feel like we could hide his body.
You sure?
You sure? You sure? I see you have bags on your eyes and you look like you're about to collapse. You sure?
Actually, no.
Here we go.
Everything is not okay.
Here we go.
I think the proposal I submitted is more than competitive enough.
Great.
Maybe I could talk you through it, and then you can decide whether changes are really necessary.
Wow, that's way more professional I would have given him.
But first, I'd like to take 2 days off.
Okay.
We can go over it when I get
Assertive. We love it. We love it.
back. Is that okay?
Listen, I get that things come up, but now's not the best time. We're up against some tight deadlines.
Oh my
so
god, I'm gonna put down my
just
controller
hang
in case I'll throw it. You suck! You are awful! I hate you! Jesus Christ, man! Ooh, just hang in there. What are you doing then? Waiting for another proposal you can turn down?
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Exactly.
I have too much work.
Exactly, Homura.
And it's starting to impact my health.
Exactly.
I hope you can understand.
Yes, and I love this. I am taking a break. Not, is it okay? I am taking a break.
You never said anything, and your work is always on time, so
Oh.
I just assumed you could handle it.
Dear Lord. And I know someone's going to say, again, no matter what happens again, there's always going to be someone who will like, actually, she should have said something earlier, right? No, that's like a mile away. You could tell that this gal is doing poorly. A mile away. And at that point, it is like the responsibility of the company to be like, you're not doing great here at work. Everyone's like, there's people noticing, they're worried about you and all that. Now, obviously, like you're people you can't get too personal. Like legitimately, like you can be like, look, is something affecting stuff? You know what I mean? You can.
I complete my work on time because I'm a professional.
Exactly.
It's those unreasonable last-minute tasks that force me to work overtime.
Exactly. You tell them. You tell them.
And I've been doing that a lot lately. I was hoping you could
Yep.
be a little more mindful of the work you assign me in the future.
Exactly. Yep.
But the client is going to be here soon. How am I going to find someone on such short notice?
Do it yourself.
Entertaining clients was never part of my job description to begin with.
Love this as well. Reminding, this is so important in the workplace, and all of you need to understand this too. All of you at home too. Understanding what your original job description was. Right? Because in this world, nobody actually gives a damn if you go above and beyond. Right? Because at the end of the day, your boss is just going to treat you the same as anything whenever you need something like this.
Of course. If you really can't approve my time off, I've made peace with having to...
Now, hold on
Oh.
just 1 minute. No
Oh.
need to be rash.
Oh, oui.
How about this? Rest up, get yourself back in
Wow.
working order, and your position will be waiting. Just don't make it too long, okay?
Oh, it's crazy that when your bottom line is threatened, when you realize you actually have a talent here and they're going to leave, all of a sudden you're able to be reasonable. Huh. That's crazy. That's so insane. Burns my brain. Burns my brain. He did not care about giving her time off until he was about to lose a really talented worker and realize that she was so... Again, he put her to work because she's incredible. She's good at her job, right? That's why he put her to work all the time. Okay? And she's clearly great at her job because as soon as he threatened to leave, she's like, okay. Or he's like, yeah, take days off.
Of course. I'll try.
You take as much as you want tomorrow. You know what? I don't want to possess me there. It was just like, I can't stand bosses like that, man. I just can't stand it. Like, you know what? Actually, is the truth here? You know what the truth is here? Like, legitimately, from a mile away in the bushes over there, I could tell. You could be able to tell, like, okay, there's something happening with her. Even from here, you could tell she's not doing well. I'll give you 2 days off. Calvin, you're being a bit too harsh on Mr. Bossy McGruber here. Okay, then in your playthrough, you be really nice to him then. How about that? Go there. I'll take that suggestion and put it in the locker over there. Why does the locker look like a trash can? Don't ask me.
That was close. I was about to say I'd made peace with having to meet the client.
Whoa, and he thought you were going to... Oh, she sounded like she was going to quit. Okay, so she still has a ways to go, but at least he took it as she was about to quit.
Popcorn!
Oh.
It's really you! Oh, and you're not alone.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Homura. We're Popcorn's friends.
Absolutely love that.
Wait, so my imaginary friend has real-world friends besides me? This isn't also in my imagination, is it?
No, it's real. Popcorn explains what happened. The little witch is okay, yeah, they're giving little details here and there.
I see. Thanks for doing that. I haven't been doing so hot lately, so I've been having nightmares.
Don't worry. The
trigger
nightmare's
happy
been
again.
devoured, so you should be able to get a good night's sleep.
I said I
from
put the
now on.
controller down, but it's hard. You know, it's hard. I do apologize for that, guys, as well. But she said, sorry I had to go through all the trouble.
But the Dough King said you still have mental issues.
Wait, no. That's not... You can't just say that, Chi-Chi. Adults can't handle being that direct.
Oh, that's an interesting way to put it as well, right?
Anyway,
Because it's true sometimes.
Popcorn said you've been really busy at work?
Yeah. This is my first job. I was so excited at the start, thinking this was my chance to make a name for myself. But reality turned out to be pretty harsh. Endless work, difficult relationships, and plans that fall through. I couldn't even solve one problem before even bigger ones would pop up.
That's when things get overwhelming, right? That's when things get overwhelming. I know, I want to make it clear, like, as I said, like, my job is the best job in the world. But, like, if I get too overwhelmed with, like, too many videos or whatever of making like that, like, I inform, like, say, patrons, and, like, they're totally understanding of that, of course. I'll be like, hey, like, I'm going to need some more time. And they're like, yeah, sure, 100%. And it relieves that pressure, like, and I was, you know, and my YouTube members are really cool with that too, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm usually inform YouTube members and patrons, and they're able to be like, yeah, that's cool. And you guys as well are so cool with too. Yeah, take your time, bro, you know? But like, that feeling of things popping up, doubling up, and, you know, it can feel so overwhelming.
It was suffocating. Even after getting off work, I was too tired to do the things I used to enjoy.
Oh,
All I wanted to do was lie down.
that's rough. That's so rough.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh,
The
prune.
adult world is a cold and cruel place.
It can happen, especially in your most, like, I think we've all had, like, times as adults, like, where we get to a stage where, like, we plan out, and we talked about earlier how we plan out stuff we want to do and stuff like as well, but, like, oh, I'm going to go home, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to watch, like, all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes, and then you end up just, like, again, lying down in the bed. You know, the world can be crushing. It can be so crushing.
How in the... You're not even an adult!
But that's her character, Paimon. She wants to be, like, considered, like, an adult.
Huh?
I don't get it at all. We all live in the same world, right? Mom said grown-ups are just big kids in grown-up clothes.
Yeah, all close. Yeah, it just doesn't, unfortunately, doesn't work in that way, unfortunately. I get what Alice is saying, but, like, it's more like how the world treats these adults, these kids in grown-up clothes.
Huh?
You know?
Yeah, I've gathered a lot of intel about this. Turns out, when no one's looking, some grown-ups play their own games too. Or
Aw.
put on little puppet shows, or even pretend to cook stuff.
This is lovely, because I was talking about how, like, okay, it's not like people aren't just adults, you know, kids in adult clothes, because, again, people will treat them poorly, and it makes sure they can't be those kids. But she's talking about, yeah, like, behind closed doors, people do this stuff they want. Yeah, I get that.
I won't say who, though.
Yeah.
Nothing has to change. We can still fight monsters or pretend the floor is lava. You just have to picture it, and we can do it.
Man, that's also like how you ever see people, they're like, if you still play video games at, like, past the age of 20, you're in a bad place. And it's like, then it's like, what do you do? Well, I go home and I watch TV. What? Yeah, I watch TV. It's like, that's like, in fact, like, TV's great, but it is, like, legitimately, like, a less productive thing than playing video games. At least in video games, like, you're improving coordination, or, like, doing, like, maybe a visual novel, or learning about stories, or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that as well. At least there's that. But yeah, it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, it's like, you know, play Pokemon, man. You know, buy that Pokemon toy you want to buy. You do that for yourself, you know? Do that for yourself.
Kinda like how I imagined going on that rant just now. Even though it wasn't real, just picturing it felt pretty cathartic.
Yeah. As it would be.
That's not enough, though. Children are innocent. Their fantasies become real to them. So make-believe gives them genuine happiness.
So their fantasies become real to them. Make-believe gives them genuine happiness. Yeah.
But adults know it isn't real. So imagination becomes a form of self-deception. It's called a mental escapade.
Like mental escapism. I think escapism is very common as well for all of us, right? We definitely have stuff that helps us escape from like the real world in some ways.
Oh, right! Yes, that. Oh, shoot. I memorized
It's okay
it
to get
wrong.
stuff wrong. It's okay. Like, you know.
The point is, you can't just fantasize about the things that make you happy. You have to take action. That goes for work and regular life. Whether it's something or someone that's getting you down, you never have to accept the status quo. Just like earlier, saying no is the first step. And if it continues to stand in your way, just give it the old tear bug and booger beast treatment.
And again, like, it's like, again, it's from the childlike perspective, right, as well. Like, that's what the whole point of this was as well. But I just love this idea as well, like, using her phrase to say this too. And again, they go from the idea of mental escapism, you know, you have to actually take into action. You can't just think about the stuff you want to do. And I even think, like, you know, saying no is the first step is a huge thing too, because it's like, we go through life trying to like maybe say yes to a lot of things, especially in the workplace, and then usually when you say no, like, to something, life does get a lot better, like, and especially for something you don't want to do, you know. But I love the idea of just doing something, actually getting it done, because like it's one of those things where we do fantasize, oh, today I'm going to do this or today I'm going to do that, but we never get around to it. You have to take those steps.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Prune is the leader of these babies now.
And if all else goes wrong, I guess the worst case scenario is you just find a new job.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's... actually, not sure if that'd be something to celebrate.
I mean, come on. Like, I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you have to get a new job.
Are you disappointed in me, Popcorn? All those dreams I had as a kid, and I haven't achieved a single one. I grew up to be a pathetic adult.
Oh, don't say that. Do not say that.
Can you eat as much tempura as you want, day in and day out?
Well, I guess.
Can you buy your favorite light novels and manga without having to ask an adult?
This is such an important thing, too. This is such an important part of being an adult as well.
Yeah. I make my own mora, so I can buy whatever I want.
Then you're an amazing little adult in my book.
That's, yeah, to me, that's a big part of being an adult as well for me also, which is like, yes, I miss the stuff that I could do as a kid. Yes, I miss like the no pressure and all this stuff too. But the fact that like today, if I want to, the game that I can never buy as a kid, I can buy for myself now. You know what I mean? I want to get like burgers and chips. You know what I mean? I don't have to like ask my mother, hey, can we get burgers this week? You know what I mean? Really, when I was a kid, you just eat whatever she put on the table. That's what happens. But yeah, it's a great part of being an adult. It is.
Huh. I never thought kids would be the ones to give me a much-needed pep talk. But you make some great points.
They're adorable, aren't they?
I'll try to take a different approach. Oh, and thanks for everything. You too, Popcorn.
Really, really cool stuff. Yeah, like I think we kind of saw that coming, where like the themes of like, you know, childlike innocence, you know, from these kids, and Prune kind of resisting the idea of like, you know, the great parts of being a child too, but then also the accepting the idea of becoming like an adult and like the great things about being an adult too, but never like, you know, still having those childlike feelings too, and enjoying the stuff that makes you happy, being able to say no to the people that are making you feel bad. And like I think it's just like a really all-round like great idea and theme that goes together so well. and telling it through the idea of like you know, a bunch of kids playing make believe, and then there's one kid who wants to be like this adult like character who's like wants to be more like serious, but they kind of like still love the idea of being a kid. To imaginary friends, which again, when you get older, become less and less a part of your life, right? Of course they do. And making it be an actual thing where like the imaginary friend is like not able to even see her until she's able to like really come to come into contact and in touch with the childlike self that she was through a phrase that she used to say, like this expression she used to say that reminded her and gave her the strength to really express herself to her boss as well. Like it's like this literal thing of like a fading imaginary friend is like her fading childhood experience coming into frame again and giving her a different perspective on being an adult who also can enjoy the beautiful things about being an adult as well. It's like a literal thing. It's like a figurative thing of the fading and reappearing, and a literal fading and a reappearing of the imaginary friend. It's really, really good stuff. It is. And then, of course, you compare that to the idea of the prune story with the other kids, too. Just all really well done. I have really enjoyed this so far.
Aw, it's so nice seeing Popcorn and Hamura together again.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Makes me think about Descartes. Wait a second. What am I even doing? I've barely made any progress.
She's now, she was supposed to be doing the hex and circle stuff. Or, I mean, going after the witches.
Prune, what's wrong?
Well...
It's okay. If you don't want to talk about it, we can pretend we didn't hear
Oh,
anything.
and he's being so supportive, kind of like it's fine, you know? Like he knows he knows that she's being self-conscious about it.
But if you do choose to trust us with it, I'm sure we'd all be more than willing to help out. Right, little witches?
He is such a sweet dude.
Yeah! In my heart, Prune is already one of us.
Oh.
We all like you a lot.
Definitely. We worked super well tracking down those fragments. It's like we were made for each other.
They're all best buds now, right? And again, it's like even though Prune wasn't an official member of the little Hexen circles, they were making sure to include her, and she was honestly became almost like the leader. She was the de facto leader for a time too. They accepted her.
Plus, our heights all match too. You even taught me how to use a hammer like the bear
You
of
did?
Stilts, so I could feel what it'd be like to be taller.
Aww.
Prune knows a lot and likes sharing. She gave me a book on finches.
Time on seconds, all that. Besides, she's so used to you being a part of the little Hexen circle now, she can barely imagine divvying up snacks
Yes,
without counting your share.
They've accepted her so much already. Like, even though she's like resisted the idea, like she's like in her mind, she's like become part of the little Hexen circle, whether she wants to be or not, you know? Well, she does want to be, you know, but she's obviously been resistant because the idea of her mission and the idea of her thinking that she's not a kid, you know?
You guys,
Oh, Prune.
I'm not that great.
Talk, I'm gonna cry. What are you talking about?
I've been lying from the start. I'm not Alice's friend. I'm a witch hunter.
Oh, Prune.
Witches are my enemies. I never be friends with someone like her.
Oh, Prune.
She challenged me to a debate. And when she lost, she took my imaginary friend away. Like it was nothing. Descartes is my best friend.
Alice!
She said the only way to save him was to defeat all the witches.
Alice, please give it back right now. I'm dying. Oh my god, no, please, give him back.
I went to Mondstadt to find them, only for the trail to lead me to Inazuma.
Oh,
So I took a boat overnight to get here, and
I'm gonna cry. But Alice, give him back right now.
I met you guys instead. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Oh my god, man. Jesus, I didn't expect it to get like this, like, emotional so quickly.
You're not evil witches at all. Just a group of innocent kids. and
Bro.
you've been so nice to me. I can't treat you like my enemies. I can't.
Oh, Prune. She's just a baby, Alice. Give her back her frickin' imaginary friend.
It's okay, it's okay.
Just let it out.
This is so... I'm so much tears, guys. I'm like tears streaming down my face. Jesus Christ, man. I wasn't expecting this at all. The little witch just stayed by Prune's side, holding her hand and patting her on her back. Oh.
I feel a lot better now.
And she lost it. Oh, look at them. I am like so emotional right now, man. Like, look at them. Oh my god, they're all like, even though like it's like, hey, they found out she's a witch hunter, they have no problem being by her side. She's one of the little Hexen Circle.
But, crying like that in front of everyone
It's okay.
was super embarrassing. Maybe it could be our little secret.
Prune, do not worry about that.
Got it.
Prune, could Paimon ask, did you actually see Alice take Descartes away? Well, no. I didn't see how she did
Or are
it.
we thinking it's just a perception thing? Guys, that was one of the most like emotional things ever. Just her breaking down in front of everybody as well, but then seeing all the little Hexen Circles to support her.
Then, did she say how you're supposed to defeat the other witches? There were no specifics, but I'm sure she expects me to fight them or something. That's what a villain would do, right?
Yeah, but like also like how would she expect anyone to do that? Like that to me, like Alice taking away someone's like imaginary friend and expecting like Prune to fight all the witches, like that's not possible. It would not be possible for her to defeat Nicole and Alice and all these other witches.
Well, in our experience, Alice's trials are usually a bit more unconventional. Besides, she wouldn't be
That was so surprising me. That's why I was like, Alice, give him back. Like why would she do that? Like Alice is like not cruel.
I don't care what kind of trick she has in store. I'm a witch hunter, and that won't change. So, I don't think me and the other little witches can be...
No, yeah, exactly. You might be at odds with the big witches, but that's nothing to do with the little Hexen Circle.
What?
It's a different organization. This is a different branch. You got banned from one food chain. You're not banned from the other one.
Yeah! The little Hexen Circle didn't exist when Alice issued that challenge. You can join for sure.
Exactly.
The little Hexen Circle can band together to defeat the big witches and save your imaginary friend.
Oh, as Paimon, I think Paimon's picked up on something here. I think, because again, Paimon wouldn't ever like say like, oh, like Alice is, like Clea's gonna go off and fight Alice. So I think she's picked up on maybe there's more like of a spiritual thing here that Alice has done. Because again, she's right in saying Alice wouldn't be this cruel. That's why I was so surprised.
But Clea is Alice's daughter.
I think there's something figurative going on here.
I'm kind of confused about the details, but I bet it's supposed to be a big fun game. Cause Mom always says I'm gonna beat her one day and become the bestest witch in the whole wide
She
world.
loves Clee so much. She loves Clee so much.
Catching the big witches sounds like a fun game to me. I want to play for sure.
Sounds like a chance to get in some good training. Count me in.
Oh, they're all, again, this is like, you can have my sword, you can have my axe, but it's with the little Hexen Circle.
I'm trying to become an even stronger ninja than my sensei, too. That way, I can sleep as much as I want and nobody can say a thing. Master said that's called when the branch grows higher than the tree. We all want that, right, Chi-Chi?
This is, all that's missing is like this determined, like, da, 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 like this big, like, determination music in the background.
Chi-Chi likes trees.
There you go.
Plus, Paimon and the Traveler have been around the block with all this witch stuff.
Yeah.
With us around, we can defeat whatever great, big, powerful, impressive mages we want.
I guess I've been volunteered. Oh, no, I'll help out. Whatever it is, I'll help out. I didn't expect us to be, like, doing this either, but, like, again, I do agree with, like that this doesn't sound like Alice to me because, like, I don't, like, I feel like Alice would be more playful and more, like, cheerful about it, but, like, Alice needs to understand that even if she was, like, being, like, just playful and kind of, like, trying to make a game out of this really upset this little girl to the point that she traveled from, like, to Inazuma. You know what I mean? She traveled overnight on a boat to find her imaginary friend so she could fight the witches. You know what I mean? Like, it's, even if this is a joke, like, I hope Alice would, like, make everything okay, you know?
You guys are a really awesome group of kids. You know
And
that?
you're an awesome kid, too.
Just give me your hand, and you'll be an official member of the little Hexen
I love that
Circle.
Paimon's there, too, because she's a member as well. Guys, this is so special to me. The supportive nature of these gals with Prune, even after all this, to help her get back her imaginary friend. It just fills me with so much joy.
I guess I can do kid things with all of you. To go along with the group, I mean. All right, I'll join.
That's lovely.
Come on, do the thing!
No way.
No, I'm not that much of a kid.
Wait, is she talking about the introduction?
Fine, fine. You don't have to give me that look. I'll say
I think it's the
it.
introduction.
Little Witch Prune
Yes!
reporting for duty.
Her face is so red. Witch Hunter, the only sane one in the cruel world, self-proclaimed avid audience of all authored apprehensions, including kids' picture books, etc. And yet a kid nonetheless. That's such a great way of put a full stop on it. She's a kid nonetheless.
Ugh, so embarrassing.
No, it's fine. You're amongst a bunch of other kids, and they were so happy too. The little Hexen Circle were so excited to see it.
Wait, is this for real?
Oh.
But I haven't defeated the witches. Did you escape on your own? Are you hurt? Here, let me see.
Do you think that it's a situation that Alice maybe, and this is just my assumption, that Alice sent her maybe like thinking that she would find the little Hexen Circle to reconnect with the child in her? She was like denying the child in her for so long, and now she's like accepted it, you know, with the kid nonetheless thing. I wonder if that's what Alice did actually.
Wait, what's going on? Is it Dacre?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that's what happened. If Alice Alice wanted her to find that kid in her again, to accept her the child inside of her. Well, not inside of her. She is a child, but to accept that she is a child. You know.
Yeah, he's back. He's really back.
Oh man.
What did he say?
And look, they're so excited too, because again, like they're on the same page as her completely.
He said, it's a long story, and he'll explain later.
Fair enough. Oh my god, man, this quest.
Whoa! How weird looking.
He is
dog.
weird looking, but he's very cool, isn't he?
What do you mean, weird? He's adorable. Hold on. You can see him?
Yeah.
Wait, are these your imaginary friends? How
Oh.
come I can see them?
Look at the one on Chi-Chi.
Wow, look at all
Oh,
of them.
this is so special. I'm like getting so emotional again, man.
Twan Twan flew away. She wants to go play over there.
This is so adorable.
Come on! Let's go! All the imaginary friends can play together.
And again, it's just reminding like that, you know, they're all just babies, you know?
Wait, what? Wait for me!
Exactly. Wait, that's it. She's acknowledging that she's a kid, which she is. It's such a special moment.
Did you see that? Everyone's imaginary friends are here! In the real world! Let's catch up and see what's happening!
Man, the emotions of this story hit me so hard. And like the thing is as well as like when I heard Alice did that, I was genuinely like, what the hell? Like that's just so sad, you know, it's so sad. But then Paimon, I think when Paimon started realizing as well, it's like, yeah, this is not something Alice would really do. I wonder if it is more that Alice wanted her to again to connect with the child, not connect with, she is a child, but to re-understand what it means to be a child. She doesn't have to be this person who's serious all the time. She doesn't have to be this person that like has to keep up appearances. She doesn't have to be this like to grow up so fast. She is a kid, and once she started hanging out with these other kids and rekindling that part of her that she should have all along, her imaginary friends showed up again, and all the imaginary friends showed up. Of course, they're playing on an island.
Real or imaginary, seeing all these friends together like this is a wonderful sight.
So again, I think that's what happened. I think Alice wanted her to rekindle it. Oh my god, look at her! Look at she's doing with the freaking hammer, like the stilts. Alice.
Astute as ever, traveler. Consider it a well-earned gift for the little Hexen Circle for completing their grand quest. I just thought I'd give all our lovely imaginary friends a chance to come out and say hello. What a lively gathering this turned out to be.
That's not the only gift though, is it? Popcorn's back to normal, but we can still see him.
Oh, right! After fixing the whole nightmare situation, Popcorn should have gone back to being a normal imaginary friend. We shouldn't be able to see him.
Sorry about that, guys, for the quick cut there.
You think I would deny my little witches the chance to witness their touching reunion?
And her little witches, by the way.
She would have been devastated if she'd missed it. And I certainly can't have that.
So, you didn't take Prune's imaginary friend, did you? You don't go around bullying little kids.
I'm so glad because again, it was so harsh. It was like the fact that Alice would win a debate and take someone's like I actually was like very like I was about to think less of Alice.
No, I did not take her imaginary friend.
Like that would have been devastating because I'm an Alice like diehard.
Paimon knew she was right to defend you earlier.
Hell yeah, Paimon.
In fact, when I met little Prune, her imaginary friend was on the verge of disappearing.
What?
You've spent quite a bit of time with her now. What's your impression?
She's someone who like definitely like was losing that childlike aspect of herself.
Even though she looks like a small, cute kid, she seems more like a grown-up. She's smart, mature, and super reliable.
I agree with the traveler. She bottles a lot of things up.
Precisely. Prune has always been a precocious child, ever so curious about the world. She studied things beyond her years and began to grow up rather quickly. I'm sure that all sounds well and good.
But
it's unfair to expect a child to step into the adult world so soon.
100%.
With all that weight placed on such small shoulders, something is bound to break.
What a great expression. Because it is like it's like, you know, we see that with like kids who like are told to basically take care of their younger siblings and they never get to actually have a childhood as well. But in this case, like, you know, we saw how learned she was and how smart she was. But that, I guess that goes all along with the theory I had that, yeah, she was losing that childhood that she's supposed to have.
In this case, her childlike innocence. You've witnessed how devastating the effects of that can be for yourselves not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like what happened to Hamura. She'll stop dreaming and eventually she won't even be able to remember her imaginary friend.
Yeah, which would be very sad. So I guess Alice stepped in to make sure she had like a pal here, or some pals here that would reconnect that childhood aspect with herself.
That's why I made up the whole thing about capturing Descartes and sent her to Mondstadt to defeat all the witches.
So she could actually like rekindle that. Okay, that's great. And again, in terms of like Alice understanding people, she does understand people very well. She probably said with the Prune stuff, it's like, she, you know, because if she said to Prune, you have to like be more childlike and you have to go off and hang out with these kids for a while, Prune would say no. But instead giving Prune what she clearly likes, which is like a not likes, but like gives her like a mission that feels very strong and kind of like this adventure that an adult would do, then it made her probably go on it like much easier than it would be if you just said, hey, get your imaginary friend back if you hang out with Klee and the other gals.
You tricked her! The mages don't even live in Mondstadt! Ugh, that's a mean thing to do to a kid, Alice! Paimon shouldn't have spoken up for you earlier!
I generally think it is harsh, but I think it's an understanding of like Prune's personality. I do.
Why, thank you for the compliment, dear Paimon. I am the great, big, mean Dodo King, after all.
That means you chose Mondstadt for a different reason?
Well, the seeds of spirit and imagination are best nurtured by the soil of freedom, of
That
course.
makes sense.
It was to give Klee someone else to play with, wasn't it?
I mean, probably, but that also works. Like, if someone's gonna like make you feel like, you know, you're, you know, that included and wants you to play with them, it's Klee, you know?
Sharp as a tack, Paimon. The witches of the little Hexen Circle do not disappoint. In any case, all's well that ends well, right? After spending time with the little witches, she regained her childlike innocence and was able to reunite with her imaginary friend.
And that's the thing, while it was a selfish reason because so Klee could have another playmate, it's also like true that, like, as I said, like Klee is the most accepting little gal you've ever met in your life. You know what I mean?
Quite the amazing feat the little witches pulled off, huh? The most amazing one of all is my cute little Klee, of course. Founding the little Hexen Circle at such a young age, making her own decisions, accomplishing things all by herself. Don't be shy on the compliments now, okay?
How to reunite? Paimon, come here, quick! Wigway's teaching Descartes how to do somersaults!
Oh my...
No matter how precious the moment, it can never last forever.
True.
You should head over
Very
before
true.
the materialization spell wears off, or you might miss the chance to meet everyone's imaginary friends.
Huh? Why didn't you say so sooner? Come on, let's go play!
It's
really
through
special story.
embracing our inner
Jesus.
child that all of us can wield the magic known as happiness.
Look at this. So sweet.
And find our childlike spark
Ooh.
and wonder once more. So whether you're a little kid or a kid at heart, set your worries aside for a moment, forget about what's coming next,
Holy
and
shit,
allow
dude.
yourself to have fun, if only just for the here and now.
It's a really beautiful message. It really is. Wow. It's a really beautiful message. And again, whilst it was freaking harsh, right? But I do think that like it was an understanding of a personality better than like you would expect, right? I think it was less about like, oh my god, the imaginary friends are still here. I think it was less about being cruel and more about understanding that she would not get her to go on this trip if she didn't tell a fib.
Whoa! I never thought Gina would be so big.
Gina's a big one. Look at this. Chunky.
Her belly is super soft, too. It's a great spot for a nap.
Very tall. Taller than Sayu.
Taller than Sayu.
Wow, Chi-Chi, that was cold.
Ooh, I can warm us all up. Sparks and splash!
Very sweet stuff. We can talk to Prune as well. Great new character, by the way.
So, it was all a misunderstanding?
You were losing daycare.
That makes it even worse. She tricked me!
I know she's gonna be bitter about that too.
Hold on. I never said I regretted coming here. And no, I don't regret joining the little Hexen Circle either.
That's awesome. Yeah, this was great. This was really great. And if I could, and actually I think if we can go here and see this here for a second here. So obviously we've like, we've done the actual story itself, or finished the actual story, right? Yeah, we finished the story. Honestly, like, here's the thing. You guys know myself, right? Like, oh, what gifts can you get? Oh, a weapon? Really cool. You guys know me, like, I'll go through a long story and we'll take our time. We'll go through it, like, as you know, taking our time. But, like, just to let Genshin know, you know, in case on the, like, 0% chance that anyone will watch this from the Genshin, you know, company Hoyo. A quest like this, an event like this that takes, you know, for me, like 2.5 hours, basically. It's not bad. You know what I mean? Probably even less than that I took as well. Like legitimately, like, this is a really nice thing to have. Because I love long quests, I do. But I think also, like, you know, balancing it with, like, stuff like this is not a bad idea. You know? Because I think it's, like, again, for me, I don't mind it being a long quest. As you guys know, like, watch my playthroughs. But I also think, like, you know, I think people will appreciate this. I think especially the people who, like, have been talking about how long the quests have been. I think this is gonna. I think this is like an ultimate test, not a test, a literal test, but I think this is like also like, you know, I think you'll find a lot of the same people who like said like, you know, they don't like the quest being like too long. I think like 80% of them will also probably not play this quest because, you know, they're probably talking about the Archon quest being too long, you know, when the reality is like, you know, when you do give them a shorter quest, they probably won't play it, but we'll see. Yeah. I can't judge that because like there's no way I've actually documented that. So let's talk about everything that happened in this quest. As I said, it's not gonna be like this like crazy like always say this, like it's not gonna be this crazy like piece of like lore or something like this as well. But I do think it is like a very interesting dynamic that they put on display here with this quest, and a great introduction to a new character known as Prune. I think, you know, we've talked about the crux of what this whole quest is. This is a quest about finding the childhood aspects in yourself, the childlike wonder and beauty that you had when you were a kid. This is about the having fun and appreciating life, and how the real world when you get older can bring you down and tear you down. This is what this quest is about. And I honestly feel like they did such a fantastic job of, like, you know, doing those different, you know, symbolizing that and showing off that to a great degree. Even having, like, you know, themes of how, like, when you're kids, you're so, like, open to new ideas, and, you know, you're so pleasant to each other and accepting of each other. And so not all kids, I know that too. Some kids can just be, if they're brought up in the wrong way, can just be pretty freaking awful. But like, you know what I mean? It's like those themes. There's themes of like, you know, showcasing like, you know, the how imaginary friends symbolize the idea of your growth, and but also how the world can like take away aspects that are, you know, the childlike aspects of yourself, and how the world can beat you down and make you feel like, you know, the world is on your shoulders and all those like things too. I think they had Prune in this quest as well be such a fantastic symbol of a character that. And we kind of picked up on this from the start, not in the same way that they'd ended, of course. But at the start of this quest, like, we were kind of, not even the start, but we kind of felt like, and the Traveler felt this too, that Prune was trying to keep up appearances, was trying to be very adult, was trying not to act like a kid. They kept saying, I'm not a kid. They said in plain, you know, like, black and white text, I'm not a kid. You know, it wasn't like it was like this big hidden thing. It was like legitimately like, you know, her just being like, I'm not a kid. And that whole idea as well was just to show, like, you know, she's hanging out with these kids, and as soon as she gets to hang out with these kids as well who are underage, she has the most fun in her life. She's happy. She's, you know, she's trying to fight it, but she's having such a good time with them. And what they also showed as well, which I think is like really, it was kind of interesting throughout the quest. It would show like Prune would be doing all the kind of like busy work, whereas like the girls were helping. Right, they were. I want to make that clear. The other gals were helping, but like Prune was the one in the end who was like, I got it. You know what I mean? To showcase that, like what Alice was saying, like she is like working really hard to do all this very like adult kind of like life stuff where she's like, you know, be well learned. And it's so great though as well. Like that's how good writing the Genshin is. How the Genshin is. How good writing Genshin is, because we picked up on all those things that Alice was saying, right? Like the idea of she's well learned and she's like really wise beyond her years. She's like always like doing stuff like, you know, and she became the de facto leader. Like you saw that in like after a while she did become the leader of the girls as well on their journey. And you can also tell as well that she was trying her best to not act like a kid and to reject the idea of being a kid. In the process being so adorable as well, acting like a kid too. But that's what I think, like in terms of like an addition of Prune's story, Prune is fantastic. Like what a great addition to the Genshin story. In the end, like obviously the conclusion is like that Prune had a run-in with Alice, lost the debate, but Alice saw in Prune that this gal had gone too far and was losing the childlike aspects of herself that she should have because she's a child. So Alice set out to do two things: get clean at her playmate, and also give the childlike innocence back that she deserves and should have back to Prune. Because Prune is this witch hunter who was on this serious mission, wanted to hunt down the witches, all these things in between. She's someone who is well learned, and it's great that she has this intelligence. It's so great that she has this very inquisitive mind and curious mind. She was able to dole out like so much information throughout this entire quest, but it ended up like having like this thing where like the negative effects of that too obviously weighed heavy on her. Because we can talk about that all the time, how like and I've talked about it in the past too, like how, you know, it's not a bad thing for someone to want to be more knowledgeable or someone to like really put to work hard and all these things too. That's not what's wrong whatsoever. It's the idea of losing yourself in the process, right? That's obviously very difficult. And that's what happened to poor Prune. Prune as a character like lost the childlike aspects of herself. And they symbolize that through the fading away of an imaginary friend. And I think that's such a great way of doing that. Having the imaginary friend be almost like this indicator of how she's losing her child spirit. And the way they do that is literally having them fade away. And then when she's reminded like, oh, you're losing your imaginary friend, the spark inside of her that wants to still be a kid, and we saw this throughout the whole quest, she wants to be part of the Hexen Circle. She's just been fighting it because, again, she feels like she has to be like some sort of like an adult, even though she's not an adult. It sparked obviously her wanting to find this imaginary friend. The fading away of the imaginary friend and then the reclaiming the imaginary friend is like, as we said, very symbolic. It's like, and literal and symbolic at the same time too, of like the appearing of her imaginary friend is the reappearing of her childlike spirit. The fading away of her imaginary friend was the fading away of her childlike spirit. Again, it's symbolic and literal at the same time, right? In this world too. But I think it's just, as I said, as a character, just so well written. We saw how she like, you know, would step back and like watch the other kids play, even though she probably wanted to get involved too. The Traveler kept giving insight, kind of like, hey, like, you know, it's kind of cool being a kid, right? The way they notice these beetles and all this stuff too, isn't that kind of like a reason to like want to be a kid as well? And And in the end, she kind of like not just gave in, because what happened at the end of all this, and it's such an interesting, I think it's so interesting, is because we saw the world beating Homura down. We saw how her boss like was very negligent and didn't understand her, and like she wasn't able to like really speak up for herself, right? And wasn't able to be honest, because again, the world had just beaten her down so much that she had lost not only like the fun aspects of her life, but lost like her even will to like kind of say the word no and to like make life better for herself. And that's like maybe the road the prune could have gone down eventually. And I think the reason why they showed us that, and showed us that like in that moment when Homura opened up and said no and was kind of really honest, we got to see that when Homura was being honest and being really honest with her boss, her life got instantly better, right? And then later on, just in a scene a little bit later, we had a scene with Prune crying her eyes out, to me showing once again that once she was honest with the girls, everything got much, much better. Because she was trying to hide the fact of who she was this whole time, that she was a witch hunter and all those things in between. And even in that moment when she was honest with all those girls, it shows again another really beautiful aspect of being a child. Those children sat down beside her while she was crying, even though she proclaimed that she was here to hunt like Klee's mother, you know what I mean? But Klee took it as like, yeah, that's like, you know, this is a fun game. Sat down beside her, and again, the innocence of the children and the loveliness of their spirit, and the way that they really want to like, they're really open and accepting. They sat around her as she cried and let her cry, listened to what she had to say, understood her emotions, and didn't leave her when she was crying. And her opening up and being honest led to a much more better situation where she was able to obtain her imaginary friend back, and actually able to obtain a lot more friends here. And not obtain, but like gain a lot more friends here. Because even though these gals were like so open to Prune joining, it wasn't until Prune was like completely honest with the girls that she realized that even though she has this thing in her where she has to like this very like mission, and this like adult mission where she has to hunt down these witches and all this stuff in between, and she was lying and all this stuff as well about who she really was. She realized like that these girls were going to accept her no matter what. So even in the moments of like where she thought she wasn't going to be accepted by these girls, even though she wanted to be, clearly, I think she was, you know, part of it's crying because she lost her imaginary friend, part of it's crying because like, again, she couldn't ever like truly be, like she thought she wouldn't be able to be friends with them. When reality was like, again, they sat down beside her, even knowing that she was like not telling the exact truth the whole time. They were willing so much to help her. Even in the kind of more, even in these moments where like, I guess, and that's, I think it's like what is like also a lesson on the idea of like being, you know, with adults versus children, and the childlike aspects too, where like they were so accepting of her even after finding out she was lying, which again, some adults might be like, this whole time you've been lying, you know, it was just like this, like almost like a open understanding of like, we don't fully understand what's going on because we're all babies too, but we understand that you're crying, we understand you're upset, and we want you to be, we've had so much fun with you today, we've had such a good time with you today, that we want you to be okay, and we want you to be a part of the Hexenberg group. And they had her join it too. It's a really great story for Prune, and from start to finish, like, and those little hints they dropped, what a way to tell a story within like what, like maybe like for me it was like 2 hours and a half. I think maybe for some people it might be even like an hour and a half maybe. Like what a great way of like telling such a short story, like within the space of just a short time, of a character who lost her innocence, lost her childlike innocence, and found the biggest group of adorable baby characters ever. Basically played with them for like a while, even though she was trying to resist that idea that she was playing with them, you know, all this stuff as well, but playing tag and all this stuff in between. And in the end was honest with them, opened up to him, was able to be honest with herself, and in the process of that gained new friends, gained her childlike innocence back, and was able to gain her imaginary friend back. Like a really great story. And I think obviously relating that to the idea of Homura was great too, like seeing Homura get her imaginary friend was a really great scene too. It's just a really great arc for a character. I really liked it a lot, and it's really sweet and really adorable at the same time too. I think, you know, like it's just a really great writing idea to have like this story be about a bunch of kids basically playing pretend. Even though like obviously like Klee has real magic, but like, you know, it's one of those things where they're all pretending to be like Hexen Circle members, and that's their job and all this stuff, and you know, like playing a game with each other is the central starting point and kind of the framework for what this quest is and what this quest starts off as. You know, these kids setting up their own games and their own mini games and all this stuff in tune to like really like set up their own tea party as well, you know. And it's a great way to start a quest, and a great writing to have like this whole thing be centered around kids playing pretend, and growing closer to these kids in terms of Prune who are playing pretend, because she's able to see firsthand like this adorableness and this loveliness that comes from these kids, and how their outlook on life is so precious and adorable and open, and how they're willing to help in every moment, and they're really like have their spirits are like so high and not been crushed yet. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. A perfect frame. If you're telling a story about childlike innocence, as I said, to have it framed in a game of make believe, and then showing these kids being so proactive to help her as well. As the Traveler said, it makes the idea of like embracing who you are, which is a kid, a lot more appealing, right? As well, of course. Yeah, and like I think overall with this quest too, I really enjoyed the actual story parts of it. I think that the characters themselves are so adorable and so sweet and so funny. I think that, you know, if you put all these, like individually, all these characters are really funny anyway. I think like obviously Yao Yao's a lot more like, you know, not isn't as funny as the other characters, but that's just because I don't think she shows up as much. But having them all together was like, of course, gonna be the recipe for like real good comedy. But also just like, you know, a cuteness overload all the time, completely adorable. And that's what's so great about those characters too. Like, it's like, we knew this was going to be adorable. We knew this was going to be sweet. We knew this was going to be like really cute as well. So every aspect of this was just like me smiling or in tears or laughing or having such a great time, because it was just like this really adorable time. It really was, mixed with obviously like some heavier story stuff with Alice, and the stuff with Prune, and obviously was a lot heavier too. This stuff with the nightmare fragments, all this stuff in between too. But even that was like fun too. And I think what's so great about it, again, it was a framework. The nightmare fragments was a serious part of the story, but it was also a framework to show, to let Prune be a kid, to play tag, to watch as Ito was playing with the gals as well, like, you know, to have Prune fight alongside the other gals too. It was all a framework in terms of story writing to get Prune to be a kid. Like, she got to be a kid, she got to fight alongside the other kids, support the other kids, and they supported her. She got to show off like her learnedness and all this stuff too, but still got to like appreciate the idea of like what it meant to be a kid as well. It was a great arc. It was a really great arc as well. And as I said, just really funny all the way through. Really adorable stuff. And I also love that Alice isn't evil. I was really like something that worried me quite a bit. But that was a really great ending. Because obviously, like, I understand where Alice is coming from. I think she like did it to obviously get Clea Playmate, which is, yeah, it's crazy. But I think Prune, if she said to Prune, you just have to be friends with these little girls, I think she would have resisted a lot more. But the fact that she just naturally slotted in with these gals, like, makes sense. And she was able to actually be, like, really friendly with them. So it actually, in the end, probably worked out better than it would if she just told them to, you know, go off and be friends as well. Yeah, like, I thought this worked really well. And I thought it was really precious. And I thought the idea of this, again, the framework of the idea of, like, showing an adult who was beaten down by the world and how they can no longer really enjoy the world, but then showing them that, like, it doesn't matter that you're an adult now. You can go back and enjoy the stuff that you like. And just having that proactiveness to just say, like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this, and then actually doing it. The ability to say no to things that make you upset and make you feel worse. All these things in between, like, you know, showing the world crushing an adult and then not wanting Prune to end up like that is a big part of this story. And it makes you feel that way too. When you're watching what's happening with the boss, it's so annoying, it's so horrible to see. And then you realize, okay, I don't want this to happen to Prune either. You know what I mean? I want them to embrace that childlike aspect. And it works together so well, whether it be fighting together, doing the chant together. It was so sweet to see them all together as well. And I think that they need to make the little Hexen Circle be like a common thing, because it's really adorable. But then again, they're kids, so they might be playing pirates next week. They might be playing robots the week after. That's what kids do. They play different games, and they have that imagination that's so strong and so powerful. And that's the concept of this story as well, is the idea of like imagination and all those things in between. But yeah, this was great. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really super emotional and really great. It's fantastic. It really was. Let's try some of these games. I don't know. Okay, Clee changed into a go-to adventure outfit. Okay, this sounds like it's gonna be really fun. I might have forgotten the instructions to this already, but I'm sure they'll show us again. Or not. Wait, it's like golf? No way. You can adjust direction and power you will use using a power from 0 to 10 meters will cause the Jumpty Dumpty to slide across the ground, while using a greater power will cause the Jumpty Dumpty to fly out of a projectile arc. After Jumpty Dumpties reach their predicted endpoints, they will continue to slide and bounce in their certain distance forward. This distance will increase with the line... Okay. Okay. Equip wondrous items to help you. Sure. Oh my god, it's like golf. It's like golf. Is that too far? Man, again, I'm the person who's not going to understand something in a minute, but there's so many tutorials always in Genshin all the time now. It's every 2 minutes. The amount of power required to pass the ball to the Doko friends, positive zones or negative zones will be marked on your power scale bar. After you begin your pass, the needle will start moving from left. Oh, so you have to like mark it in the right point. Okay, perfect. Whew. Once the needle reaches the far right hand side of the scale, it will immediately reverse direction, moving from right to left instead. Okay, at this point the scale is displayed past accuracy. Press the button when the needle is in the center of the accuracy bar. To keep this Jumpty Dumpty landing as close to the expected landing point as possible, if the needle reaches the far left hand side of the scale before you press the button. Okay. Perfect. Okay. That makes sense. And again, I want to be clear, I'm the first person to not understand what's happening in the game, so I don't want to complain about the idea of tutorials. I think I'm just always like very overwhelmed by how many tutorials there are sometimes. There's a lot of tutorials in this. There's sometimes just a lot of tutorials. Oh, okay. Why do we have to re-equip them every time? Perfect. But it didn't make it over there? Oh, because the power. Yes, sorry, guys. Yeah. So here. That's the power we need. And that's that. Yeah, I get it now. See? I'm the first person to need a tutorial. You know what I mean? I'm the first person to need it. No items available. So we have to go for... Well, that's the main goal, right? Is over there. Can we try to get it over there? No. Okay. You okay? Are you alright? Oh, great. Thank God that was quick. Oh, because you have to adjust the angle. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I'm so, again, is this so tall one? Me being like, man, like, so much tutorials. I'm the first to need it. I'm the first to need it. It seems like it's not loading properly because it's like, yeah, it's really fun though. It's a really great idea. Okay, so we can go start with this. Just a little bit of power, but perfect accuracy, hopefully. Man, how did that not get over there? Full power lets it shoot down the whole map. You know what I mean? I'll take that. I guess we can go for the question mark over here as well. Hopefully. Yes. Okay, we hit that. Did that not count? We went too far? How does that work? Like, we got the accuracy. We hit everything just right. I'm not sure. I guess we just let it hit all the way up here. Right? Instead of hitting it there. Okay, we'll take that. As long as it doesn't get stolen, we get that stuff as well. Okay, so it's the angle as well. Okay. Oh boy. There we go, okay. I feel like we could be doing better for sure, though. As long as we hit the item, that's what happens here. Okay. Should we just try hit it? Let it go all the way across. Did we do good? Did I do good? Challenge rewards. Okay, I think we did good. It's actually quite fun. Like it's like a game of golf. It's like a golf game. Very creative, I think, honestly. It's a fun idea. And it actually is executed pretty well as well. Okay. Oh, we have items. It's just like a classic PlayStation 2 golf game. It's awesome. Leads you to projectile. We have to avoid this the best way possible. We want to get to the question mark. Lovely stuff. Should we go for slows movement of the power and accuracy needles? Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, and just let it go across there as well. Not that we really need this too much. Yeah. Worked out well. Oh my god, look at this area as well. So... hopefully? Honestly, maybe shooting like all the way over here is probably the best bet. And try to avoid the bad guy over here. Will it work out? We hit it, but now will it sink down? It's gone too far. Okay, we'll take that. How far are we from the main goal now? Oh, it's right here. Oh, perfect. I really enjoy this minigame. It's just really chill, man. If you could like again, just you could turn your mind off just playing this. It's so fun. Oh, we have to get past this entirely. Should we try and go from here first to get the question mark? As long as we can try and avoid... I don't know if we can, like, shoot through this, but we might as well just go this way. I'm not sure if you can go just right through the red. Like, will that count as it stealing, you know? I mean, I think it's going good, though. I think it's going good. And again, it's just really, like, it's so casual fun. It's so casually fun. Lovely stuff. And then we can try and maybe aim it just towards one of the final areas here as well. The final things over here. So we can try for this, but not this steady because we don't want to go slow. It might not even reach over there. I mean, we hit that. Almost went out of bounds. But look, okay, that's going to give us an extra... yeah, we're fine, though. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We can just turn around here. Yeah, it'll work out. Yeah, and I think it's like one of those things where I used to play these type of games like on my PlayStation 2 and like or on my Wii or whatever as a kid. And these are the type of stuff that like would get you like, you know, like you know, it would be like an hour of gameplay you'd play and it'd be just really, really fun and really, really ultimately just like unbelievably fun to play. And especially when you were playing with people too. But even not that, like it's like I haven't played it myself, but like I watched someone play Mario Golf and it feels like that too as well. There we go. Try stage 3. Now we're in Natlan? How many of these do we, like, because some of the times there's multiple in the map, sometimes there's not. I guess we're about to find out if we can pass through it, right? This is really unbelievably accurate and really fun to use. Like, every time, like, I never feel like there's ever, like, a thing out of place with this stuff as well. Can we pass through the water? I'm assuming so. But does this count as sinking, or is it gonna hit? Oh, it's so close. How are we gonna get this? I mean, here like this. I guess this as well. Try and get as like low power as possible. There's no way we can miss it. Yeah, it's just right in front of us. I look like Gleek's so happy too. Where's the other one? Over there? We're gonna shoot as far as possible. Yep, I'm gonna be able to get that now in the next round, no problem. Oh, wrong one. I don't know if we should be getting this extra stuff for like extra prizes, but like to me, like right now, I feel like we're just doing okay with this. Like it's not, yeah, like we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. And then the last stage here then is the only other one we have to do. So, yeah. But as I said, this is the type of game that like I wouldn't play forever. You know, it'd be like the game you turn on like after like school when I was a kid for like an hour, which again is good too. Like that's like not a bad thing whatsoever. Like, you know, just to be that game that like I would play as a kid. You know what I mean? That would, to me that's like a. Well, that's really cool. Yeah, it was just like that's that kind of really fun game you would play as a kid. I know, like, and I'm not saying it's just for kids, by the way. We should try this as well. It's like, you know, it's a fun game that anyone can play, like, you know? But I'm just saying that's the era I played these type of games in. And I had a lot of fun with them, too. Had a whole lot of fun with them. We're just trying to get to the main goal, right? Nice, 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 nice. We got that, of course. I don't know what that is, but we got it. No one knows what it is, actually. You know what I mean? It's just a mystery. It's a mystery we all have in life. No, we don't want that. Like this. And this is very lenient. Oh, that's pass, only a pass. He says he gets pro. Yeah, but that, in fairness, though, that wasn't the game failing. That was me failing, in fairness, so. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if we failed that, that would have been crazy. And then we have one more. Let's just go for this. So we can be close by as well. Oh my god, can we hit it? That's awesome. Not our intention, I think. Well, we wanted to go there, but like, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That was really cool. I think we did. We got good enough points to get like a lot of the prizes, right? Yeah. Perfect stuff. Okay. Fun game. Fun minigame. This is the type of minigames I love that they can create in here in Genshin that are really, really charming, really fun. I've wanted to do this one as well. I'm so excited to do this one. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't do the combat minigames, but I do like doing these ones. So I might actually retry because I missed some onigiri at the start. I'm not sure if that's going to affect it because, again, I don't remember the actual tutorial. But we'll see. And, like, you know, with these type of games, collecting as much at the start is, like, super important. Because towards the end, sometimes it can get harder, right? For sure. It's a lot slower than I thought it would. I think maybe that it might ramp up as well. But we can change route like this. This is always reminds me, and I've talked about this before as I've done these type of mini games before as well in Genshin. Which they have done variations of this type of game in Genshin before. But this always reminds me of like the Rayman mini game. Oh, I missed one of them. That's a pity. Where you have to like ride on the top of this like this, I don't know how you even call it. It's like it's in between world where it's all just colors and this vibrancy. Oh man, messed it up. It's okay though. We got enough for gold. That's what we're looking for, right? And we technically kind of got to the end, I guess. Yeah, I'll take gold. But it was Rayman. I think it was Rayman 2, maybe. But it was always really, really fun doing these type of like jump to side to avoid different obstacles. But in Rayman, it was like obviously very like, okay, hit me in the head, why don't you? Wait, was that music supposed to be there the whole time and it just glitched? Or is it just here for now? Here we go. Ramping up a bit. Oh, magnets. So maybe we're... Oh, that's so cool. So no matter what side we're on, we're going to get them. Damn, man. Those guys are a little bit tougher to obtain, aren't they? Damn, look, I'm getting hurt pretty badly. Or to avoid, I should say. Oh no. I might retry this. we didn't do too well in that one. But these ones are always, like, as I said, like super fun as well, so. I want to be able to avoid that, like, and get the onigiri at the same time. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do that. I guess we just have to do it quicker, I guess. Or like split second type of. But now I avoided that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. As long as I know I can do this. You know? As long as we're aware we can do it now. That's enough for me. The magnet's a really cool item. I jumped over, did the same thing with the boxes last time. It's okay though. As long as we get gold. As long as we get gold, I'm happy. Oh, you can change and jump in midair. Okay, god damn it. Oh no. I don't know if I have gold. I do not have gold. Still bronze. Okay. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Silver now. There's still magnets coming on here as well. Whoa. Okay, we got gold. We got gold. Didn't do great, but we got gold, which is fine with me. But it's super fun. Like, it is super fun. And when it speeds up as well, it's like really, really fun too. In the current challenge, Genie does not collide with any obstacles for a period of time. She will continue to... Oh, really cool. Okay. So the less you hit an obstacle, the more you will, like, speed up. That's a really cool idea. The determination to not hit an obstacle then, so we can go top speed. So they change the music every time. That makes sense. I was like, did they make a mistake with the music? No, they just like play a different song. It's so funny, like, again, we're gonna hit something. But it's so funny, like, we always, I think it's like the brain does that to it. When it becomes an objective to not hit anything, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Get that magnet for sure. Probably the best power-up so far. Oh god. And we hit an obstacle. It's okay though, we got gold. We already have gold. I'm very happy with that. Love the backdrop as well. It's so cool, isn't it? Like the designs of the backdrop. It's really neat. Oh god. It would be really cool to be able to do this. We got gold, even though we didn't get to finish the course this time. We got gold. Let's go on with this. Okay. It's gonna be increasing speed. I actually think the speed might be fun. I actually think if it went faster, it would be fun. Let's hope. Let's hope and pray. Oh, the magnet, we got it out. Was it worth it? Who knows? Probably. Oh my god, we missed the magnet even as well. If we can still get gold, I'm happy, but... I forgot we no longer had the power-up. We might actually die in the Onigiri minigame. Oh, they're saying we can leave, yeah. They're like, hey, you can leave now. Oh, because it's not timed. Okay. That's fine. Very cool. Yeah, that was awesome too. And it's an infinite loop as well, which is really interesting. There's some down here. Really great minigames. Really great minigames. Leave challenge as well. Yeah, I don't know if we have enough to get the sword yet. Probably have to do at least one more minigame, like last time as well. Yeah, we probably have to do one. Oh, we can just... Yeah, one more minigame when we have the sword, which is really cool. One more minigame. How much gems did we get from all this? In certain stages, you will need to control special moving platforms to bypass special obstacles. Pedal mechanisms can be placed on top of the bottom of the moving platforms by touching the pedals. You can activate that on platform and cause it to move. Touching the pedals again will, while the platform is moving, will not have any effect. We just have to obtain the item and get up here. Yeah. This is another game that, again, I played this exact type of game on my Vita. I talk about all the time. It used to be the thing that got me through like train rides and stuff like that too, you know? Because I never felt like on like train rides, like, you know, to and from college, that I ever felt like it was like a thing where I like really wanted to play like like big story-based games. So like these type of games are usually like saving graces for me on that stuff as well. Okay. Okay, let's do part 2 of A Little Walk Home. Certain stages feature fragile platforms that crumble and disappear shortly after standing on them, so take care not to stay on these platforms for too long. You will find geoscience patrolling in certain stages. Take care to avoid them. Let's go. Yeah, as I said, like these things for me are like at the time it was like a big thing for me. Is this how we do it? With the PS Vita, right? And I have such a love for the Vita. Like I want to make it clear here, like the PS Vita to me is one of my favorite things ever. Because it was my first like my first job really that I had. Oh, these crumble as well. It was like my first job I had, right? And not the Vita, by the way, my Vita being a job, but it was one of those things where I had my first job. I was like literally still like a very young teenager, right? And it was special to me because like I got like I was like, whoa. And that's when you get the bug for like, you know, my dad used to always say that as well, you get the bug for the money, you know what I mean? Once you get the bug, it feels great, you know, and you have your own money. Now when you get older you kind of realize it's one of those situations where like, you know, life was way more complicated than that, but I think it's just something that, you know, they want to tell you to make you feel like, you know, like it's motivating, right? But like I remember it was like one of the first things I bought where I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a PS Vita, and like it always just meant so much to me, you know. And I had the original OLED Vita too, and I got some free stuff with it too. In certain stages, you will find obstacles and paths and moving platforms. These obstacles must be cleared for the moving platforms to pass. So like, are these the obstacles? Oh, we forgot the turnip. We forgot the turnip. Okay, we can't forget the turnip. Of all things, the turnip. So yeah, I have like a love and an admiration for the Vita, and so these type of games really mean the world to me as well. Because I got the indie pack, by the way. I got the indie pack because as a young teenager, I probably should have gotten the Lego pack, which is probably way cooler and had probably way better games. But what happened was, it was actually a really good deal because the Vitas weren't selling. They said to me, you can have, right, the PS Vita, which is a beautiful console. And I said, thank you very much. And I said, you can have either the Lego pack or you can get the indie pack. And as a kid, right, as a teenager, I was so used to maximizing my time with video games in a way that's kind of like, how do we do this? Oh, we have to jump up top and then go through it. Yeah, that's my bad. In a way that was like so important, because I think a lot of people might feel the same way, and I think even now kids probably go through a similar thing. Maybe they don't, maybe they do. But I remember specifically, I could get one game off of my grandmama, and I could get like one game for Christmas off my grandmama, and then one game for Christmas off my grandmama, one game for my birthday off my grandmama. I don't call her grandmama, but I called her gran. And then I get like a game off of Santa Claus and a game off of my mother for like a birthday, right? As well, like this in the same way too. So, and you guys probably know what this feels like. You maximize the games you get. You like exploring the games. You talk to your friends. Is the game long? Is this game good? So I always felt that way as well. So when I got the indie pack, I was like, I'm getting the indie pack because I want the indie pack because it has more games, at 10 games with it. Not really knowing that like especially as like a teenager when like I feel like I wasn't understanding like the art of video games. I still love video games, but like I feel like there was a situation where you're like, you know, you're still younger, you know what I mean? And still like I appreciate like stuff like, you know, Final Fantasy X, the art of that, Shadow of the Colossus, all this stuff too. Indie games were still a very new concept on consoles, right? So some of them were amazing, but some of them I just didn't get that much, right? But when I did start to really like get them, because I never used to play those style of games, right? You know, because I only got a few games every year. Was when I went to college, and I was like, oh, I can play these on the train. It's no hassle. There's no like, oh, you mean this game where you just play a game like this, like what we're playing here? Really cool stuff. And it became like a thing where I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome, you know? And I had more of an understanding of it then. But yeah, I got the indie pack because of that, because I was like, there's more games. But you also got a free game with it as well. You got to pick another free game, and I picked Sly Cooper Trilogy, because again, 3 games. You know what I mean? I was constantly thinking of that mindset of like, there's more, you know? Which again, great pack as well. Maybe we have to hit it here like this. But oh no. I really love that Sly Cooper stuff there as well. But yeah, like I used to get those games every year, and I think it's one of those things where like it makes sense, right? Where like some years like you would get games where like, you know, they're great, and sometimes you might not get them are great, and like, you know, I feel like, you know, it was very rare to get a bad game when you're a kid, because even games that aren't the best you're gonna think are good, right? In some ways. I remember one specific year I got Batman Arkham Asylum and BioShock, and I was like I was like, oh my god, but I loved horror games as a kid, so like it still meant a lot to me, those games, and I loved playing them. In some stages, sturdy rock pillars will block your way. Pay attention to the grooves on said pillars and collect the corresponding number of... Okay, that's cool. And actually, when I got the Game Boy SP... Maybe I shouldn't have hit that. When I got the Game Boy SP... when I was a wee baby, my mama, I never called her mama, in Ireland it's ma, I'm just joking, ma, my ma, she said she wanted to surprise me with the games and stuff, and I was like, and here's the thing, right, like, you know, like, when your grandmother or mother buys you a game, it can be like either the best game of the world or it could be like a little bit of a stinker, but it's going to mean a lot to you because it's from your mother, right? So what happened was, my mother went in with hellbent on saying like, I'm going to pick like whatever design looks the coolest and stuff like this as well. And actually, what was so funny was that she kind of like, she said when she got there into the store trying to find a Game Boy game that I might like, she kind of got a bit scared and didn't know what to buy, so she said she just picked what looked the coolest on this cover, and I thought that was really cool. And I think, like, you know, she might have asked it. I always think like, you know, like she asked the clerk as well, but I don't know if that's like a false memory or if that's like a, you know, because I always remember both, like maybe it was both, like she thought what was the coolest and asked the clerk as well. But my mother, when she got those games for me, guys, I was the luckiest kid in the world. I got a Game Boy SP that was, and the games I got for it were Pokemon Silver and Link to the Past. As a kid, those are like, that's formative. That's like, oh my god, these can shape, those are games that can shape you, right? And I think that's probably why I like RPGs now so much, is because like those are like some of my earliest memories, like when I was like a wee kid. But yeah, I went off on a tangent there. But yeah. Love this stuff. This is actually super fun. Super fun. There's some mirror platforms down here as well. I did it. Okay, cool. Oh. We might have to reset the... No, we don't. We don't. We don't. Yeah. But I think, like, you know, my most formative, like, memories when it comes to video games was playing Final Fantasy X as a kid. I was like, oh my god, this is like, how is this possible? You know what I mean? And then I remember specifically, I went over to a friend's house and he was like, do you want to play this game? And it's called Shadow of the Colossus, and it's still my favorite game to this day. And I was blown away by how good it was. So good. And it still is very good to the original. I'm not really a big fan of the remake, but the original is fantastic. And when it comes to like me, you know, not being a big fan of the remake, it's not because I think that like I did the wrong thing there. Like, oh, they're horrible or whatever. They made a pretty competent game that was a recreation of the gameplay of one of my favorite games of all time, right? That's what they did. But I just gotta say something. That's not my fault. It is though. But I think that they did a disservice to the game in a way by making it feel less forbidden, if that makes sense. The game feels too clean. And I much prefer the original, because the original one makes it feel like really... Oh, and I talk about this in Genshin all the time. It made me feel like I shouldn't be here. I love that feeling in a game of like, oh, I should not be here. But the remake feels like, oh, I should be here. It's gorgeous and so pretty, you know? But the original is like, I'm not allowed to be, I shouldn't be here, you know? I should not. Oh, is that it? That was so fun. That was so fun. And I'm sorry for going off on a tangent there, guys. Yeah. But maybe you guys can share your memories with games too. I think we have enough for the sword, right? Because I don't think I'll be doing the combat minigames, like I said. I feel like we can go into it once to see what it's like. But I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where, you know, I'm not going to sit... Oh, we're just so close to... Oh, no, we have it. No? Oh, no, here we claim it. So the super awesome magic key. Who'd be good for this? It's a really cool looking sword. Like, who would be good for this? We can check it out, actually, and check... Because it's a really cool looking weapon. Should we check it out? Let's go into the character menu here. We'll check it out. Who can wield these weapons? You? It's not... Oh, is it not a... Wait, is it not a greatsword? It's a short sword or a long sword? That's surprising. That's... Oh, wait. I forgot we have this 5-star. Should I use this? Should I use this on someone? I have like a 5-star weapon here. Oh, I have the answer. Wait, wasn't it? Did I miss it? I probably missed it. I'm guessing it is like a heavy sword then. Oh, maybe it's here? In the dressing room? No way, I didn't know this was a thing. Has this always been a thing? No way. I did not know that was a thing. I did not know that you could have like freaking weapon things like that. That's so cool. Oh my god. That is legitimately, I did not know that was a thing. Has that always been a thing? Has that always been a thing? Which one of our characters has a... None of our characters have a claymore, so we can switch to another party, maybe. Go to party setup. That's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my god, and it fits her so much better than the Earthshaker. Oh my god, Navia, you are perfect. So incredible she is. Okay, that's awesome. That's so cool. Okay. We're going to do the combat game, and we're going to do maybe just to see what it's like. If it's the same thing, I'm just going to back out of it. Again, I gave my criticisms about the way they do combat in this game. It's just annoying if I harp on it every single time. I'm not going to do that, okay? Yeah, okay, so recommended elements. We're just going to see what it's like, so we'll pick these characters and just pick some random characters, right? Oh, cool. Linnea. We'll just pick random characters for now, just to see what it's like. I'm not saying this is going to be a perfect team by any means, you know? Oh, it's a cool location though, isn't it? It's so cool.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. As a good knight should.
Come on out.
A proper send-off.
So use Geo to break the
This
ward.
one's got your name on it.
Nothing lasts forever.
Oh, she's so cool.
Steady as stone.
What is, oh, that was a crazy time limit.
Hey there! Attack! That's the way.
And then the other team goes down as well. Oh, I like it. It's like it's like the one we did before. Oh, Linnea, you're so cool. I love you, Linnea. Lunar Crystallize, which means we could have, yeah, we need a different team, but yeah. She's so cool. But yeah, it's pretty similar to stuff we've done before as well, but it's obviously a different type of skin. It looks really cool, right? Yeah. I think it's just like, one thing I'm just gonna have to realize, and it's not, it's one of those things where like, as I said, oh, she's so cute. She's so freaking cute. I love her so much. It's one of those things where I'm just gonna have to freaking like, realize it, right? Like, that these common mini games are fun for people for rewards and all this stuff too, but they're just not made for me. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't get a good level here. It's totally okay that these aren't made for me, and that's fine, right? It's just something I'm not inspired by. I don't really have an interest in. I feel like it's always like the same thing with a different skin. But again, it's not made for me. It's some people enjoy it, some people don't. There we go. Okay, guys, this was a great event. Obviously, it's a different day now, actually, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, this was a great event. I had a absolute blast with this. I actually think that what I would use, we already talked about how much I liked it, but like, so with the Phantasmal Pals event, I wouldn't be surprised in any way, shape, or form if this is some people's favorite events ever. Not because it's like so deep and so powerful and has like, because it has like deep emotions in it. But the reason I like it so much is because it is like such a, I think it's great because this is also the aspects of Genshin that I love so much.
I don't mind
The same way I love the Linnea story
I have my friends with me.
is I love that Genshin still does this type of stuff where it's like we have deep stories like the stuff we're doing in Sumeru. We have deep stories like the Hour Conquest. We have all these things in between. But we also still have those fun, because man, Genshin for me, like one of the things I love so much about Genshin was like story quests, you know what I mean? And I love doing a Eula story quest or like a doing the old quest with Amber like we did at the start as well. I love those things because it's almost like, you know there's episodes of TV shows where like big things are happening all the time and you love those episodes, but you also cherish the episodes where there's still like a big drama in those episodes, but there's something on a smaller scale in some ways. And this to me felt like, obviously it was very important and central to Prune's character, but it also felt like to me like it's, oh, this is a really lovely thing for us as players to be able to witness without feeling like the world is about to end in this moment. Which again, I want to make it clear, the world ending stuff is so important and so interesting and so great and so emotional, but it's nice to still that Genshin still focuses on the smaller stuff with events and different things like this as well. The Linnea story quest, while very, very important to a central important character in the story, this time was Prune, last time was Linnea, beforehand we have Mizuki and all this stuff too. They're important to them, and I want to make clear that makes it important to us as well. It's not that it's not important, but it's not world ending, right? It's important and dramatic and important to that character and important to us in that sense, but it's not something that's absolutely like the world is about to be destroyed kind of way. And I think that's absolutely fine, right? It's good to have a mix of both. It's good that we have stories that like, oh my god, the world's going to end tomorrow. Oh my god, what's the Tori doing? What's Rear doing? What's all this happening? the prophecy is going to take over this world. You know what I mean? All this stuff. But it's also, I'm glad that Genshin doesn't shy away from also being like, well, also, this world is living and breathing. These individual stories are important. Prune, Linnea, all these different characters we get to see story modes and events from. This new NPC we introduced, like, look at this event, look at that event. It makes us, it's two things. It makes the pacing great because then we can also, like, relax a bit. Which, like I said,
really want to
the
go traveling.
big, gigantic, oh my god, what's happening parts are so important to the story.
My
But it's also would be less important if all that happened over time was like just like beating us down with like more stuff. Dotori's back, this character's back, this character's doing this, the world's gonna end, you're gonna be destroyed, you're dead, your characters are in trouble, right? That stuff is so important in terms of a story, those devastating things, but they're less important if they don't have these type of stories. They don't have Linnea's story quest. They don't have the story quest you just recently did on Dragonspine. If we do not have those individual stories and those individual moments to make the world feel alive, then it's like we're saving this world that doesn't feel alive. Those serious moments of saving the world feel more important because they know there's a character like Prune who just learned that what it's like to be a child again. Those moments saving the world are so important as well because I now know Linnea and I want her to be happy and safe. You know what I mean? It's those moments. It's the same thing with the Nalan story, Archon Quest. In the end, I love saving Nalan, not just because I love the characters of Nalan, but because we got to do story quests with characters like Kanich and Citlali and all these characters. And by the end of it, you already want to save this place, but now you're like, these people I adore, these people I got to know better, I want them to be happy. And that's why those things are important. It's a mix. It's so important, you know? Guys, if you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon. That's €1 or whatever's in your currency. It is the lowest tier. You can see Genshin videos early. If you want to get your name that's going by in the text credits right now, as we've seen in every single video, that is €10. And if you want your name to be read out at the end of every single video as a big credit, the shout out, that is a €15 at the highest tier. That's the highest tier you can go on both YouTube members and Patreon. And it's, of course, different in every currency. So definitely like check it out before you do it or whatever. I want to say thank you first to the people at the highest tier of my Patreon, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inizuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Anusta, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Neo Showerite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler21, and the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. See you guys so soon. Bye bye. Oh, yeah, bye bye.